everyone, welcome on in and happy Friday, and thank you so much for the resub, Haster. Wait, didn't you just resub? Like a week ago? I don't know. And hi Ninja, hello, and Lilith, hello. How
All
are
the cool
we?
people are here.
All the cool people are here, yes, and apparently Twitch has not updated the, or if it's OBS that hasn't updated the emotes.
Oh.
Oh.
It's supposed to have. It's apparently my new thing is Thelor, which is an interesting elf name. So yeah. And there are a few of those apparently. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a great day. Today we are back with In Between, and we got thank you, Terris. And we got the amazing, awesome, and brilliant JoshThePirate back.
Yay!
Oh. Thank you. I mean, true, but thank you. I'll take it.
For some more shenanigans, adventures, and what?
Combat avoidance?
We shall see. We shall see.
Yes.
Probably, knowing you. Yes.
How many kobolds do I not kill?
I'm going to fix the dice thing because it's being weird. So I'm gonna put the. Why are you okay? I'm gonna remove that because it's being strange. Okay, let's do it like so. So before we get into all of that fun stuff, I hope everyone can hear the music because it is a brilliant song made by a really good artist called Superinsane, and now you can actually find a link to them in the announcement section over on my Discord because I finally remembered to put it up there. It is pinned, so it should be easy to find. But yeah, this song was created by Superinsane and commissioned by Terris. We have all the rights to it, so yay!
Yep. Lovely.
Very quick, easy to work with, and very affordable if you're after instrumental music. So
Yes.
I would very much suggest, if you are, that you go hit them up.
Yep.
My composer has recently retired, so I may actually have to hit you up. Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent.
The music during the game is either going to be by Adrian von Ziegler, which you can find out more about if you type in !music2 in the chat or check out the about section of the Twitch channel, or it's going to be by Sirenscape. All the sound effects are definitely going to be by Sirenscape. And you can find a link to their page in the about section of this Twitch channel as well. The battle maps, overlay, and starting soon screen was made in Incarnate by me. And you can find all the maps over on the Discord channel in the art section after they've been presented in a game. Or, well, in the games they were designed for. And we are using Above VTT, which is a great VTT that uses D&D Beyond.
Hells yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
So
Full integration.
yes, full integration, and it's almost weekly updates too, so which is great. They are still not in beta, which is fun. This is the alpha version.
The alpha version is epic.
Yes. Hi Fizzcannon and Lilith. Who do you want to give that hero point to?
Sit.
And yes, with that nice segue presented by Lilith, the final thing on my list to talk about is if you type in !perks in the chat, you can find all the fun perks you can give to the players or the DM in all the campaigns and one-shots I run. Ada, you got a hero point.
Amazing.
So let's.
Thank you, Lilith. That's
Thank you,
splendid.
Lilith.
You will always be in my thoughts, Lilith. Thank you.
Excuse you? What's going? Oh, there we go. There we go. So Ada also now has a hero point.
Just in time for meeting a whole bunch of new kobolds.
Maybe. We shall see.
See how upset I could make Lilith by what you let me get away with.
So, small warning, I have a puppy that is being very, very weird this week. So, if you hear me quietly trying to get her off me or whatever, I do apologize. It will not be this bad next week, I promise.
No, next week it will be the ball pit.
Next week it will be the ball pit, not not this new hell that I have found myself in.
But yeah, speaking of new hells, Terris, do you want to catch everyone up with what happened last week?
Last week we found the entity that was causing shenanigans of a dreamy nature in the battle camp, and after solving the puzzle that Frimlin was given by said entity in a way that I'm fairly sure Ardana didn't expect. Sorry. Frimlin accidentally killed said fellow and was brought back to reality. Well,
I mean, that's a way
version
to
of
solve the problem.
I mean, this is
Yeah,
true.
Solve my riddle, murders. My riddle is solved.
So it didn't so much solve the problem of getting the scarecrow creatures to touch the emo scarecrow as beat them about the head with it like herding possums out of a kitchen.
Leave it to me, man.
Mhm.
I solve problems like that all the time, particularly when it's scarecrow related.
Yes.
Yeah, which is
or possum
funny
related.
because I had built this encounter long before I watched that episode, those episodes where they fought scarecrows in Barovia. I was like, no, okay, fine. To be fair though, this was there was Terris calls it an emo scarecrow because it was completely black, and
Sure.
It was completely black, and when it was a young boy, its father took it into the city to be a marching band. Sorry.
I mean, yes, but so the idea was that he was going to lure the scarecrows to the emo
is
scarecrow. But no, Terrence was like, so can I lift this? And I was, yeah, it's a scarecrow. You can lift it. And
Well, it
it's like,
depends, like how big a scarecrow. And Frimlin, I feel like he isn't a very big person.
It's not very big, but can he lift a scarecrow? Yes. Can he then smack the other scarecrows with the scarecrow?
yes.
Well,
In theory.
clearly. Can he set the scarecrow on fire before he does that? That would have been my next question.
No, he didn't want to hold anything flaming. He's a little gecko, but he's flaming enough for everybody.
That's true.
Yep.
But so yeah, and then accidentally killing it, which was just me going like, oh, yeah, huh.
Whoops.
Well, that would solve it.
It did solve it, yeah. Created some other complications, but that's something you're gonna have to discover later.
I've broken your game, haven't I?
No, actually.
Okay. Good.
I just thought that you would, Frimlin would actually kill the entity by, a sword or a song, not by reintegrating it into the mass that created it.
Whoops.
It was like,
Clumsy me.
Okay. And
It was just an afterthought of her. Wouldn't it be funny if I dropped the scarecrow into the void
Yep.
while doing the curtain call bow? So that's what I did.
Yep.
God bless. Bubba. Yuck. Sorry, my dog sneezed all over my face.
Ah, bleh. But yeah, on that
Well.
note, we are going to, if everyone is sitting as comfortable as they're gonna get, especially with a weird puppy.
Yeah, we're comfortable, I think.
We are going
I'll
to
just feed
be
her biscuits till she falls asleep.
yes. I am quickly going to do a thing.
Oh, also, didn't I nat one my sleep check or something?
Oh yeah.
So you failed to go to sleep?
No.
Or you went to sleep
No.
super well?
I went to sleep super well, I think.
Yes. So the camp physician gave Frimlin a sedative.
Ah.
So he didn't really have a choice in the matter.
Well, yeah.
And he unfortunately failed a save when he came out of the dream world and was caught with a level of exhaustion.
Yes.
That is going to take a while to wear off. So I'm going...
Great.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm exhausted. Whoops.
Yeah. It's one level, so it's not terribly bad, but still.
Do I get a long rest from that, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to do that so my hit points are...
Yeah, you get a long rest, but when you wake up, you still have... Well, it's gonna be like a week later, but for the sake of it actually mattering, it's going to take a while for that level of exhaustion to wear off. It's not one you can sleep off.
Oh.
Okay, that's cool.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
I never really got the idea that exhaustion would fade after a single day. I'm like, you've never been exhausted, have you?
Yeah.
Exhaustion lasts for weeks,
guess
man.
what? I just found in D&D Beyond.
Ooh.
Under conditions, you can actually give yourself exhaustion levels.
Nice,
Yep.
and it shows up on above ETT as well. Where is my water sounds? I absolutely love Sirenscape, but it is also a pain to find stuff at times.
I think that is a common judgment on Sirenscape. But so convenient.
Yes, just click of the button and you
got
it.
Work. Click of a button, wait 5 to 10 seconds, reload the downloaded app, and then 60-70% chance that you'll hear music.
Yeah, if all else fails, shake a black rooster over it and chant backwards.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not Tuscan, so it wouldn't work for me. I have to. It's a full moon situation for me, I think.
That's fair.
And then, of course, if you're like me and have downloaded every single free sound you can get, it is even worse. Where are you?
I run it from online. I haven't downloaded any of it.
Alright, now I have the desktop
I can hear them now. Those seagulls.
Yep, I'm trying to find the...
I hear seagulls and I immediately go to my imaginary bag of chips, like my imaginary box of chips, and sort of stick a hand over.
I'm hungry
I don't have any
for fish and chips now. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
There we go. Found the water sound.
I might have to do myself some nice crispy battered fish and chips tomorrow. With, like, parmesan crumb on the chips.
I found out...
I've been promised a roast.
Ooh.
A roast chicken tomorrow.
I found out the other day that lightly fried onions is really nice on battered fried fish.
Ooh,
It would
that does
be,
sound-
yeah.
that does sound good, but I just like lemon, salt, and pepper.
Because we went to this tapas place, and then one of the dishes was fried fish with lightly fried onions on it, and
Ooh.
it was amazing.
Or I could
So
do
I
like
can
a
now afford a
swordfish
hero
steak.
point.
Woo!
Yeah.
Or name an NPC.
Nice. So now that I've actually found my music, the way I want it, a little bit creepy, a little bit watery, a little bit, you know,
Yeah. Love it.
a little bit too loud. Shush. We pan out from the war camp and head eastwards across the small islands of the archipelago, waves lapping against smaller rocky shores, and the wrecks of ships that did not swerve in time. On one of these smaller islands, on the shore facing the sunrise, we find Adalinda, just outside a cave. A fire is crackling near the cave opening, and I'm not sure, would Adalinda go fishing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To feed a growing dragon baby, yeah, she would need a pretty constant source of meat. So
Yeah.
she would have stayed near either a river or the ocean, and
Yep.
she would be lightning luring fish on the regular.
And yes, on that note, a few days after Ada left the war camp, the golden egg hatched, producing a tiny runt of a dragon. Well, tiny for a dragon.
When it hatched, it was about the size of a house cat.
Yes.
Goodness.
The tiny beast took a couple of hours to learn how to walk, and unfortunately, it still has not learned how to control its fire breath. So anything that was flammable is no longer there. Or it's badly scorched.
Ada has been scorched a few times, but simply cannot bring herself to be mad about it.
Yeah.
There is at most some light scolding.
It's only
No,
a little
honestly.
baby.
Yeah. So this is the question. How cognizant, how intelligent, how aware is it? You say it learned to walk in a couple of hours, so it's not human baby dumb.
No.
What are we talking
It's not
about?
about as useless as a lump of warm bread dough, so...
Exactly. Now, I have in my head canon, dragons come with a name. Does it have a name? Did it wake up and say, "Hi, my name's such and such," or did Ada get the privilege of naming this little dragon?
Since it was not hatched by its mother, Ada will get the privilege of naming this little being.
Wow.
It does, however, know how to speak Draconic.
Uh-huh.
Not well, again, because it was not hatched by its mother. The instinct, like it knows the words, but not
Lot of
how
it.
to pronounce, like how to use them.
Yeah. Is there a degree of sort of psychic transference from being hatched? Like, so, Mummy sat on you till the day you were born, so you got a little bit more. Is that why she's a runt? Or is it just really small?
It's just really small.
Okay.
it lacked a lot of the heat it would have gotten from, or she lacked a lot of
Yeah.
the heat she would have gotten from her mother, but
Yeah.
she would still have been very, very small
Yeah.
when born.
Ada did her best.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was in a fire whenever she could be.
Yep.
Is the baby male or female?
It's a female.
Okay.
And you would be able to, because I think Ada knows message, right? Was it sending? Yeah, message. So,
Message.
if you message this little being, you would be able to see that there is a form of a mind, like an independent mind there, but it is not fully formed or
Not fully
developed.
formed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So like 3-year-old, 5-year-old?
I'd say a human 5-year-old, the equivalent of.
Okay.
So it's starting to, after a week, it's starting to get a grasp on a sense of self, but it's not.
Not there yet.
No.
Alrighty. Yeah, I think Ada has an almost infinite patience with this little creature. And yeah, I think she would be as the sun rises on this, she is lying out, catching the first rays of sun by the fire pit that she has dug. Is this temperate or is this tropical?
This is temperate, so
Okay.
the whole archipelago
so
is
she's
a
not-
temperate place.
Yeah. So the nighttime would have been fairly cold.
Yep.
She would have retreated inside the camp. There is 2 fire pits, one inside the cave, one outside. She came here to be alone, to hatch this egg in peace and isolation. She has probably considered not even going back. Like, let's just stay here for a couple of years. Why not? You know? The fish are plentiful. They're pretty stupid. They haven't learned to stay away from the shore. And yeah, this little bairn is totally safe here. No one knows it's here. No one knows I'm here. This is actually a pleasant change for her. And I think, as a person who has, as long as she can really remember, been on a mission from Granny, this is a sense of freedom for her as well. She has named the little one Galentide.
I love it.
So do I. It's really nice.
From the Swedish Gyllene. And I'm probably butchering that. Hang on, let me ask Google how it's pronounced. Gyllene.
Gyllene. Yeah, it's a j sound at the start.
Je.
Yeah,
Okay, in
Gyllene.
which case it's Gyllenethe. Gyllenethidae. And yeah, Jelena is Swedish for golden, as I'm sure you know.
Yes.
Yes, Googled that. I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to name a gold dragon. What's the laziest thing I could think of? So, and Jelena for short.
Yep.
I love that.
So yeah, Jelena and Jelenthidae is the long form, but yeah, Lenina is what she calls her, and yeah, she is probably standing knee deep in the water, looking out to sea, and she's doing what she has learned works quite well, letting all manner of sea creatures become accustomed to your presence, so that you can just sort of whip one out when you're ready to. And I think the little one is curled up in a little dog donut style by the fire on a rock.
Yeah. As you're standing there watching this, watching the water lap against the rocky shore, and Gyllene resting on the rock not far from you, across the waves, just from where the sun is rising, you see a white speck coming closer. It's gaining speed. It's gaining speed rather fast, and as it comes into view properly, you see that it is a paper crane flying straight for you.
As in a small origami bird.
Yes.
Last.
As it gets your reaction. Sorry. As it comes.
And I was having such a lovely morning.
As it comes into reach, it slows down and hovers a little bit.
I put one hand out and it allow it to land.
Yeah, it lands in your hand and immediately unwraps itself.
Unfolds.
Yeah,
Yes.
it unfolds. And on the paper you see handwriting you recognize immediately as your grandmother's.
Yeah.
And
Ada has a cheesed off expression on her face as well. Not a moment's peace. What does Granny say?
Granny says, where did it put it? There it is. Good morning. I do hope to find both you and, what do you call it, my grandchild at this point? Well?
Great. Maybe.
Yeah, great, yes.
Hang on, is this a conversation?
No, she would have. I'm just putting in what she would have written because you know her better than I do.
Right.
And I just substituted the word I had written with what you said.
Definitely
so.
great. She would definitely call it great grandchild because, as far as Ada is concerned, she is this thing's mother.
Yeah. So I do hope to find you and my great grandchild well. Unfortunately, I have news that will cut your vacation time short. As I myself cannot travel to where you're at now, I will have to ask you to bring a message to my dear old friend that the shard needed to permanently close the gates to Ethershan has been found, but the way there has been blocked by the forces of the Great Blue One. If you
Ada's expression changes quite radically as her eyes sort of track down the page. There's very much initially there's a sort of a, what does she say? Yes, they're very well. What's going? Oh God. And then she gets to the bit about the shard, and goes and all of a sudden there is a laser focus, and she is business again.
Yeah. Where was I? Oh, there. I would not ask this of you at this time in the small one's childhood, but unfortunately I do not trust anyone else to bring this news to my dear old friend.
And that she's referring to Valmichingo.
Yeah. Hopefully, you will get some time off once this has been settled, and hopefully we can all find a day when the threat of the but what the hell did I write there? That's not a word. Sometimes my spell checker is just going
I guess this.
yes,
Warb.
and I go like that's not an English word, but okay. Because I've set it to automatically spell correct as I write. But yeah, hopefully you will get some time off after this business has been concluded.
I intend to take an awful lot of time off after this.
Do make haste.
About 15,000 years time in lieu, actually.
Do make haste, and I hope to see the both of you in the near future without the menace that is Mevron Bell around.
Yes. Well, not until after breakfast. And
Yeah.
Ada crunches the crane in her hand. There is a... She's not... She's like, all right, fine. But yeah, she's not happy about it. What message is it? Like, the message is I have to tell her about the shard.
Yes.
Okay. Well, where's safer than the warfront, hey, great-grandchild? And the little one's head just sort of perks up out of her donut.
Yep.
Yes, going to go and meet Auntie Valmiri Michinge.
Yeah, Vauri
And
Michinge.
Uncle Frimlin as well. That'll be nice. You remember him? You probably don't, actually. and cousin David and cousin Deadeye. That'll be lovely. And rather vigorously, she lightly lures a particularly large fish.
Yeah.
And it's the only visible expression of the annoyance she feels. And she sort of lashes the water with this lightning whip and then flicks this decent-sized halibut back over her to land near Gyllene. And she stalks back to the shore saying, "Save half for me."
That's never going to happen.
No, probably.
And Gyllene sort of looks up like, "Oh, that's the thing, is it? All right, then." We came here by boat?
You would have, yes. I don't think Ada can fly.
First for you, sweetheart. And Ada comes up and takes a spear and just violently impales this fish and says, "Now, Gyllene, as we practice, remember, here we go. You channel it first from your lower stomach and then from the upper. You take a deep breath and I hold it out in front of the fire pit and in front of her face and she, just sort of like and close my eyes a little bit like this is gonna hurt. And roasted fish."
Roll me your choice of dex save or attack roll.
Ooh, definitely attack roll. Yeah, definitely attack roll. Any of the things I have, it'll be a javelin because that's what I'm using. A 15.
I meant for the dragon to see if she actually gets the fish or you.
Whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Otherwise, it's an 11 because my dex save would be a +1.
Ah. So that is 10 plus whatever. Okay, so that's a 16.
So she doesn't beat my armor class, so
Yep.
I dodge. Yes.
Yes. She gets the fish, but she doesn't get you.
Cool. Well, I said attack roll, so great.
Yeah.
Well done. Good job. That's better. You see, and you barely cooked mummy at all. Well done. Good girl. So clever.
Oh my god, you said good girl, and now my dog is staring at my microphone,
Oh,
wagging her tail.
Good girl. You're so clever.
You're not, Titter. Don't listen to him.
You are, Titter. You're so clever.
Ah, puppy.
Yeah. The fish is remarkably well cooked.
Yeah.
It's barely charcoal at all.
Hey, look. I imagine, like, basically she frantically has to turn the spit in her hand, like, ooh, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, ooh. There we go, okay. Because it's yeah, it's not 35 minutes at 180. This is 35 seconds, or 3.5 seconds at 2,000.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, and I don't need that javelin anymore, that's fine.
Yeah. The fish no longer has fins. Just putting that out there.
It's only got one eye as well, the other one's gone.
Yeah. But yeah,
The fish was having a bad day before this happened, this is fine.
now it's not having a day anymore.
No, it's delicious. I do like it well done. Fish
Yeah.
should be cooked, you know? And Yelena is like tucking in already, like, I know, this is alright. Yeah, I'm gonna taste for this.
Yeah. As you finish up this remarkably not charcoal fish, and then set out with the boat towards the central island, it doesn't take you too long. It only took you like a day and a half to get to this island, and the weather then was a bit meh. The weather on the way back is surprisingly clear for a temperate region. No storms and such. And it doesn't start getting overcast until you can see the central island come into view.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the war camp, Frimlin, you woke up the next morning feeling like someone had tried to run you over with one of the jungle trees. And it's been a week since then, and you still feel like you've been dropped. Well, that like karma has been dropped on you a few times.
We don't think I like this. We guess it's best I stay in bed. And yeah, over the last week he has been helping where he can, but he's been mostly doing a little, light work, possibly some light healing of people.
Yep.
Possibly playing music in the evenings as entertainment, but has mostly just been trying to recuperate from his ordeal. He feels he's earned it.
Yeah, most of the elves around have learned what you've done. So there has been a conspicuous amount of baked goods in your room.
Frimlin is not complaining.
The wood elf woman who had the bed across from you recovered after a few days. So you've had the room to yourself for about 3 days now. Karma is happy every time you come out, because he's too big to get inside.
And yeah, he would come out daily to hang with Karma. You know, probably
Yeah.
sits in the sun under, well, I don't think there's very many trees in the
Yeah, no.
camp, but you know, on some boxes somewhere,
Yeah.
just chilling, playing his pipes, doing his thing. You know,
Yep.
possibly sitting on Karma to do it actually. Karma is probably the most comfortable thing there.
Yeah, Karma's also been helping out wherever he can, just carrying stuff. Working as
Ugh,
a beast of burden mostly, like helping drag ballistas in place and things like that.
but
But,
wonders never cease. Do
well,
my ways deceive me?
I have to get busy somehow.
I suppose so, but I've never seen you do manual labor unless you're forced into it. Is this a moment of growth, Karma, or are you just that bored?
Karma gives you a slight eye roll and doesn't reply.
Well, here, I think you should try one of these. One of the elves gave it to me. I believe they're called a donut.
And he slowly pokes his tongue out, just a mleh. He doesn't want to whip you in the face with his tongue, so he's just.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Why ever not? Yeah.
And he puts his tongue on the donut and then. It's sweet.
I quite like them.
And because his tongue is so sticky, he just pulls it back and a donut comes with, and then.
Blem, blem, blem.
Yeah, because you know, chameleons don't have teeth. As far as I know. Oh, yeah, they do. But
Yeah, they do.
you can just see like, yeah,
Yeah, quite sharp ones. Yeah.
yeah. I
It's not
imagine.
like the time my bearded dragon
Oh, yeah,
tried
they do.
to eat my cookie.
Yeah, it's like.
Forget not, they are predators.
Oh yeah, they do. I always imagine them like salamanders that just crush the.
Yeah.
But no. But yeah, the donut is like stuck, and he's like, and then eventually he gets it swallowed and like. That was strange.
Well, next time I'll try you with a beef pie, I guess. Perhaps not a soft cake type thing. I believe they deep fry them, which I found I'm a fan of.
It was good, but strange.
Well, a little bit sticky, I guess.
Yeah.
No crunch like a good cricket.
I like crunch.
I like crunches too, but I like what they did with the rolling in the sweet stuff.
Too sweet for me.
Well, you're a predator. I mean, so am I, but you know, I'll eat anything that's not good for me.
Ants are good, but small.
Perhaps we could find you a giant ant. That might be fun.
Oh.
Great big one.
How would you eat that?
Well, I imagine the same way you'd eat an elephant. One part at a time.
Right.
Cooked.
Perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah.
Yeah.
On the 8th day of your recovery, Frimlin, you hear the guards at the front of the camp give out a call that someone is at the gate. And that someone...
Someone? Who are you calling someone? Unless it's not me, in which case
Yeah, it's...
fine, carry on.
No, it is... Why are you... There you go. It is Ada.
I think I know that voice.
Let's see. Do we have a... We do, but it's the same dang thing. So, let's go with that. Like so, and we're gonna scroll down here and do a so. My apologies, ma'am. I think we were not
Yes,
expecting
deal
you.
with that for now.
We were not expecting you back.
Neither was I. I need to see Rimachi.
Of course.
I have word.
Of course. If you would follow me, please. And
Sure.
he straightens up, turns around, nods over to his companion, and looks over his shoulder to see if you're following, and then walks into the camp.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where did I put Rimachi last time? Oh yeah,
Is that the
he's still in the bunkhouse. No, he's not. He wouldn't be. He would be in his office. So, over in the corner. So yeah.
So if Frimlin is here, whoops, Frimlin has disappeared. Frimlin has.
There's Frimlin.
Yeah, Frimlin is wandering off because I
Teleport.
need to refresh my page. But if Frimlin has caught sight of Ada,
Mhm.
he is probably going to call to the kobolds to let them know that she is back.
Yeah. Now let's see which one. So you hear an excited chatter at the call, and then you hear a "Don't stay, and then David comes just bolt dashing through the camp over to you. Yeah, the elf leads you over to itchy eye. This.
Ada messages David saying, "Not now." Yes, definitely, but not now. I
Okay.
will be with you shortly, my dear. Thank you. Good lad. Nice to see you again.
You hear in your head, nice to see you too.
I have someone important to let you meet.
Okay.
Good lad. Yeah. And she carries on
Yep.
looking for Rimachi. Like, what she is here to do is important.
Yep.
She would not have left were it not.
Yep. So, the elf guard leads you up to this building and then quickly raps on the door. And, moment of just quiet, and then you hear the guard say, "Someone to see you, sir." And
I think it's also worthy to note that she is wearing a large, like, a hiking backpack. That and the dragon, the baby dragon, is almost nowhere to be seen,
yeah.
except for a head and neck.
Oh, that's
No.
adorable.
Not quite a papoose anymore.
Yeah.
She found the front mount quite uncomfortable. Both of them found the front mount quite uncomfortable. But yes, Yelena quite likes the back, just so she can snuggle in and stay warm if she wants. But she can still look around, and Mum is carrying her, so that's fine.
I love it.
Yeah.
And it leaves all limbs free to move. So yeah.
Yeah. As Yelena pokes her head out, you hear whispering in Elvish around you. I'm not sure. Do Ada speak Elvish?
I am uncertain. Nope.
No, so
I speak giant for some reason, but yeah, no, not common and draconic.
yeah. So you would hear whispers in a language you don't understand, but from the tone you can probably guess that they are talking about the baby dragon in your backpack.
Yeah, one is assuming that.
Yes. And the door opens, and Rimichi's. Come on, don't lag now. There we go. Hello. There we go. And Rimichi steps out of the office. The other elf steps to the side. And we don't have water noises anymore. There we go. And in your head, Ada, you would hear, "You have returned."
I would respond in my head, not by choice, but Granny has something she wants you to know. It's important, otherwise, obviously, I would not have returned. Bring an infant into an active war zone.
Of course.
But first, would you mind? There's no one else in here?
Not in your, not
Not visibly.
not.
Presumably, other people could possibly hear the conversation, but could they see it?
Yeah, no. It's completely in your head. So
Oh, yeah.
no,
No,
they
my
can see
question
you.
is-
They can see you, but not overhear you.
Okay. No. So yeah. She would say, "Well, first I'll present my information, but if you wouldn't mind, you're a little bit more experienced with young dragons than I am. Giving the infant a once-over. Her name is Yelena."
Of course. Of course, I could do that. Let's.
But first, the shard that could seal the home of the dragons has been found. Unfortunately, it's not easily accessible. And I hand over the scrumpled note.
Rimichi takes it. Straightens it out as best as he can and reads it over quickly and then folds it. You don't need an insight check to see that the features of this summer eladrin shows concern, but also hope.
Yeah.
So
Good news and bad news. Sorry, I couldn't do both. Sorry, I couldn't just pick one.
this is news that could turn everything around.
Yes.
As for your other request, we do have facilities that could help me do this. If you would follow me, and he'll walk over to the bunkhouse. On the way, he'll call out some quick words in Elvish, and the guard just does that heel click, straightens up, and marches back to the gate.
Uh-huh.
And the Eladrin that stood guard outside the office also straightens up a bit, but remains by the door. Rimichi then leads you over to where you can see Frimlin and Karma being by the bunkhouse here.
Yeah.
Oi.
Would we be heading towards the hospital?
Yes.
Or has Frimlin been discharged yet, or is he still
He has
in receiving medical attention?
he has not been discharged yet, but he's
Right.
not under active observation. It's more of
Right.
a you might as well stay here for now until I know what the
Yeah.
hell's going on.
That's fair.
Frimlin, are you all right?
Oh, I'm a little tired, but otherwise I'm fine. Okay. We had a little incident about a week ago, but
Oh,
all's well.
well, I'm glad to hear it. I know the feeling about the tired. I've been kept a little, well. Now I understand why humans do this in pairs.
We understand that. Gekkotai do the same, usually.
Oh. Yes, I wouldn't have minded a spare pair of hands, but you were busy.
Well, you're here now. You'd have several.
Yes, I know. It was selfish of me. In fact, no, this would switch to mental. Like, this conversation has been had out loud, but she would switch to in her head and say, I'm sorry, it was selfish of me to take her off without telling you.
Oh no, we understand. It's perfectly reasonable for a mother to want to bond with her infant.
Oh, yes, but... I mean, I am, but I'm not really, you know?
I don't necessarily think that who you come from is who your parents are.
No, but
She's as much your child as she would have been if she came from you.
no, I know. It's more about you have a sort of claim as well. You were there at the beginning. You were there when we found her. You know?
I understand that, but
Even the Cabal has something of a relationship. And I intend for them to have a relationship with them. I'm glad that they've survived. Good job on that.
oh,
Kobolds in an active
they're
war
doing
zone,
well.
they don't have a particularly long life expectancy.
They're fearless. Well, no, but they're very brave. And they're, I think, they're quite suited here. People are
Oh, good.
beginning to accept them, and they're beginning to understand that not everything is fear and pain, and that's all I really hoped for them. So I think they're doing well, and I'm glad your little
Ada,
one is also doing well.
no, she is. She is. Ada's eyes go warm. As she smiles, Frimlin, when you relay how well the boys are doing. She says,
Excellent.
I'm really glad. I think I made the right choice, and I haven't always, but I'm glad I left them with you. I knew you'd look out for them.
Well,
Because you're right. Life isn't all pain and dread. And it's awful.
No.
It really is what they've had to go through. They are phenomenally
yeah.
stupid creatures, but they don't deserve all the things they get.
That's right. And here they're well, for the most part, treated just like anyone else.
Yeah, they're doing the heavy lifting. Did I see Karma doing labor?
You did? Believe me. Sorry, believe me, I was surprised too.
Well, there may well... Just heads up, there's probably going to be a job for us. I can't imagine Rimachi has got people that they can send, like spare forces, to do this particular task. And Granny has entrusted it to me, which means it's probably going to be entrusted to you as well. Sorry about that in advance.
Well, I'm fine with that.
Well, don't agree to it yet, old chap, just until you find out what it is we actually have to do.
Well, I'm up for anything, really.
What a delightfully pleasant position to be in.
Yeah, he's going to just sort of chuckle at that and give you sort of a roguish grin. It looks kind of funny coming from a little gecko face.
Yeah. We're just going to give the youngling a once over, and then I'll
Absolutely.
introduce you.
Absolutely. We'll wait out here then.
Oh no, you're welcome in if you want. I don't think it's going to be particularly invasive.
Well, if you're sure. And yeah, he'll follow you in. Though I am going to mute for 2.5 seconds because my dog has absconded out my bedroom door. And I am very concerned that she's trying to open the back door to get herself pregnant. So, give me...
Yes.
I'm still here. I can still hear you. I'm just going to be unable to speak for like 2 minutes. So,
That's
maybe
fair.
not even, like 30 seconds.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
That's fair. I remember that, Joy, when we were fostering cats and we had one who was she was 9 months old and just got in heat, and we had to wait for that to get her neutered. Oh,
I've only ever had dogs, and actually my current puppy is the first female I've ever had. But we get them in Australia. You can't adopt a rescue animal without having it done.
Yep.
So as soon as it was allowed, we got her snipped.
Yeah.
Which I felt a little bit bad about, but it's just legally we're not allowed to do anything else. And hey, look, I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
And it would be something I would have to deal with, and it's something I would have to deal with. So that's fine.
Yeah. No, in Sweden you can adopt animals that are not fixed, but normally like animal shelters will have it done anyway.
Yeah.
And because we were fostering, it was basically we were a quarantine home before they got to the shelter.
Oh, right.
So we only had like one cat at a time, or at one point we had 4, but it was a mother and her 3 kittens. The mommy cat was 8 months old.
Oh, the poor thing.
Oh.
And yeah, she was trying to get pregnant to the sexed Moodle, so it's fine.
Well, that's all right. Yeah.
But yeah,
Back in a moment. Bye.
yeah.
Come here.
See you, Daddy. Bye.
Yeah.
Sit down. Be good.
Yeah.
But no, she's not.
No
she's not the
promises.
sex because she's from some of the best bloodlines in the world. So
So yeah, Dimitri holds the door to the bunkhouse open for you. Frimlin, you are very familiar with this place. You've spent the better part of a week in here.
so yeah, he's going to pop on in. I'm assuming his friend isn't here today.
No. The
Excellent.
bunkhouse is remarkably empty today. You did, however, get to know the elf gentleman who was there, the wounded one. He had dislocated a shoulder
Ooh.
when a boulder was thrown at his scouting party.
Oh, what a wuss.
Yeah.
I've dislocated my shoulder. He shouldn't be in hospital. Be up on his feet in no time.
You also learned that the reason that he was actually hanging around was Daenor.
Yes.
Right.
You did learn the name of this gentleman. Let's see, where did I put it? There. And his name is Trakian Summerfield.
Summerfield.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm assuming this is pre-duchies.
Yes. So in my world, there is a small kingdom called the Sommerfeld Duchies,
Excellent.
and it's run by vampires.
Excellent.
Now, does this gentleman look particularly vampiric?
No, he's regular elf.
Knowing some
Knowing
history,
future.
as
Yeah.
a bard, would I recognize this gentleman's name?
Give
Are
me
there stories about him?
give me a history check.
I am half proficient in that. That is a 10.
You
You're
reckon?
bad, you're half proficient in everything.
Yes.
Yes.
With a 10, you do make the connection that Sommerfeld, yes, some probably connection there. It sounds familiar, but the first name does not ring a bell whatsoever.
Okay. So this is a predecessor. Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Things sus.
So Frimlin trying to play matchmaker has not destroyed the Sommerfeld Duchy lines and changed history. That's fine.
Are you trying to do that?
No.
No.
No, we are Frimlin is actually on the side of the Sommerfelds, insofar as he understands that they are nice vampires,
Sure.
and he has sort of defended them in the past. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
in
most
some respects, so.
most of the Sommerfelds are. I wouldn't go as far as saying good aligned, but they don't. Most of the Dukes of the Sommerfeld line don't kill random people. The particular one in this story only feeds on those condemned to death.
Oh.
And so, or those who are enthusiastically consent giving.
Ooh, not me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those people. So,
Hey,
yeah.
look, enthusiastic consent, fine, do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So,
I've got a vampire like that. In a different
yeah.
game.
It was quite funny when I introduced this guy the first time and you mentioned it. I was like, hey, they would get along famously.
Yes.
Ramel also lost his lover a while back, so... Well, in modern time, so...
Yes. So what was this guy's first name?
Trichian.
Drakian.
Thank you.
Good name as well.
Yes. Okay.
And yeah, your scout friend Danar is not here.
How unfortunate.
Yeah. But yeah, you are shown in to the... oh, not you. I wasn't moving you. I was gonna move you. You're shown into the doctor's office / grain storage. It's...
Sure.
Yeah.
That's not me.
And Dimitri looks over to Olyra and I'm sure you can keep a secret. Olyra just looks and nods quickly and then steps back into a corner to give you the desk.
And I messaged Rimichi, is Olyra aware of your true nature? Can I speak freely?
In your head you hear, no, she's not.
Very well. In which case, what secret is she keeping?
Any medical information that we might glean from this young one.
Fair enough. Noted. Glad I checked.
Right. I can't hear this, but
Mm.
excellent.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Karma's outside.
And actually, I'm not 100% sure that Frimlin knows that Rimichi is a dragon. Does Frimlin know that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he would
Yes.
know.
Then I
He's,
message and I would have been told that as well.
Mhm.
I would message Frimlin saying she doesn't know that that she's a dragon, so don't.
I'm fairly sure most of the people here don't know.
I'm pretty sure almost none of them do, but yes. Sorry,
Right.
just FYI, really.
We understand.
Yeah.
And yep.
You put Gyllene on the desk.
I do. I say now, Yelena, this is oh, blast. That's going to be confusing. This is Uncle Frimlin, and this is Rimichi. Rimichi is just going to have a quick look at you to make sure you're all healthy. All right? And I say it in Draconic because it's the only language she speaks currently.
Yep.
And
Goodness.
and I translate in my head for Frimlin in message.
Yep. Since Frimlin speaks Elvish and Common, and not Draconic.
Yep.
What Frimlin is immediately going to do when he sees the baby to try and keep her not necessarily distracted, well, not necessarily her attention on him, but to keep her pliant and happy. Oh, goodness. Sorry.
The hell? Did you fall in the ball pit?
She kind of fell into my recycling bin and was butt up again and knocked it over, so I'll fix that in a minute. But no, she's fine. What he's going to do is he's going to take off his jester's cap and he's going to sort of start wiggling it like you would for a toddler.
He's for
At
an
her
infant.
face.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love everything about it.
As he's doing this, he's sort of picking the cotton out of the bells so it jingles as well.
Aha. Amazing. I love him. I'm like, and you hear in your head, that is a forever thing now. Just FYI.
We understand that. It's alright! Oh god. Sorry, my husband was just, is everything okay? Did you die?
Look, it's good that he cares.
I think he was just
yeah.
worried that he was going to have to clean up the mess of my dead body.
Yeah, half eaten by Alsatians. Yeah.
Yeah. Dobermans.
Sure. So yes, I assist in a once-over of a soothing noises and words more than actual like phrases. It's more just like, yes, there we are. Well done. Good. Yeah. Now can we lift that leg there? There we are. She and you do hear in your head. She's actually not. She's quite clever. She speaks mostly full sentences. You just can't understand them. I will translate for you.
Excellent.
But she does like the noises and the sounds. So yes, carry on.
Rimichi quickly looks her over, like having a little bit of an issue getting the jaws open to just look at her teeth without getting.
I know this one. I know this one. And he's going to hold up a cookie from the multiple baked
Not
goods
before
that he's
lunch, Frimlin.
Well,
I can tell you're going to be the worst uncle.
I'm the fun uncle.
Yes, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, no, he's going to hold up the cookie and he's going to go, and stick out his own tongue.
You'll spoil her appetite.
Well,
You'd better have a lot more where they came from. You have no idea what you're getting yourself in for.
I have plenty. I'm a bit of a hero around here. We
Wait, hang on, what?
well, it's a long story, but we've got
How
a lot
long?
of some, like 2 sessions. You'd have to watch the VOD.
Yeah, I should have watched the VOD, yes. I did tune in for some of it, but you'd stop playing by then. You're just patting each other on the back for like an hour and a half.
Someone managed to
sorry.
get through my puzzle too fast.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Maybe you shouldn't have let him throw the scarecrow down the hole. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Anyway.
I was going to say something, but it is not appropriate for this.
Anywho.
Something scarecrow in your hole. You should probably see a doctor.
Yes. Deepest, darkest. No. Yes. All right.
Right.
Yes,
anyway,
Lily.
yes. Eat the cookie. There you are. Lovely. Yum yum yum.
Yeah. Managed
But
to.
no, he's holding it just out of her reach, and he's opened his mouth and gone trying to get her to do the same.
Oh, don't
Like
you
do
dare!
it for a cookie.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
How prevalent is tooth decay in dragons? Am I brushing her teeth twice a day or just the once? This is to Rimachi.
Yeah. If you let her chew on bones from time to time, she will be fine.
Oh, that'll do it, will it? Excellent. All right.
We'll sit here. We'll prestidigitate it and clean for you.
Thank you, Frimlin. But I don't want her to get reliant on it, you know?
Well, that's fine. I just mean, if I'm feeding her a cookie, we'll prestidigitate her mouth clean after.
Oh, right. Okay, well then I'll allow it. Cleanliness is next to draconliness, you know?
Absolutely.
It takes about maybe half an hour for the thorough checkup of this baby dragon, and then the whole time Olyra is in the corner just taking notes. Like, okay, so this is how you do it. Because she's never had the chance to study a dragon before.
I would invite her.
Yeah.
I would say, Lyra, do you want to come, dear?
Oh,
everything is a learning experience. And I do like message Rimachi going, yes, no, hard pass.
She can absolutely join. It would probably help.
It wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea to have somebody around who knows a little bit about dragon anatomy. Do you think? Again, this is all mental.
Yeah. You get a small smirk in response. Like.
No, Brian. You're not privy to this conversation.
No. Yeah.
And
you eventually.
I would also message the little one. I would also message Yelena, saying this is Auntie Rimachi. She's currently doing a bit, if you will. And I would encourage Yelena to talk directly to Rimachi.
Do you want to continue controlling Gyllene, or do you want me to do it?
I'm happy for a sort of mutual situation. I have my own headspace about I think she's rather cat-like physically. I can do if you like. Let's say that. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Hello.
Hello, little one.
You Rimachi?
That is what they call me, yes.
Mummy says you're nice.
I try to be.
You fight war?
Unfortunately, yes.
You know Mother?
Not as well as I would like. She is the grandchild of a very dear friend, though.
She is referring not to Ada, but to
Oh, yeah.
her actual. Ada is not one for lying to this child.
Yeah. Okay.
She would have
That's right.
said, "You are not of mine, not of my loins, but you are mine."
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then she would say, "I do, yes."
What's she like?
Strong and very brave.
Like Mummy?
Yes.
Why are you small? You big.
I am normally big, yes. But the small ones here, they get afraid when I am big.
They not know you big.
No, they do not.
Should I be small?
No, you're already small enough, little one.
One day I big.
One day you will be, yes. Big.
Mummy look after.
That she will. And you will be strong and brave like your mom. Or like your mother.
That was nice. I enjoyed that interaction.
It
That was
really was.
wonderful.
Yes.
I'm sorry I was making squeaking sounds.
I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you.
And neither could Ada.
Yeah.
Good girl.
And out loud, Rimichi will say, "Well, little one, it seems that you're completely healthy for a young one. You have much to learn, though."
Oh, good. She's getting quite good at controlling the breath. How young do they, how old do they have to be before they really get a handle on it? Just out of mild curiosity.
From
Sort of it's time's a factor here.
well, if she's already learning how to control it, I'd say that she's early.
Oh, good. It's been firmly encouraged.
Normally, as far as I know. And then he just quickly looks over at Olyra.
Oh, this can be in the head if you
Okay,
like.
yeah, absolutely.
Like-
Then, yeah, Rimichi would tell Ada in her head that normally they learn to control them on their own. Other dragons are not that concerned with accidents.
Look, I don't mind the occasional scorching, but there was a reason I chose a cave. Let's put it that way.
I completely understand, yes.
The second night, the bed went up, and I was like, well, all right, it looks like I'm sleeping on the floor. That's fine. Look, hay piles or whatever, you know?
We do have some space you can live in if you're afraid of setting fire to the houses.
I'm not. Now, she's pretty good at it. I find it basically, at the moment, it's more about sort of controlling, because she can't really control the amount that she's got. So you sort of have to, regular burn-offs. Yes, it's a sort of the best way to go. So the occasional, if you need anything lit at all, please let me know. She's got pretty good aim. As long as, you know, it's on a decent length stick, it's fine. Anything hard, charbroiled, yes, anything like that, she's up for it. Any boulders set on fire, anything you like, really. If you're laying siege to somewhere, she's a jolly good help.
I'll keep that in mind. That could probably help us a lot. Probably not against Mevron Bell, but her underlings,
No.
definitely.
Yes. Right. Well, so
Now, I do... yeah.
Thank you for this, and a bit of a sidetrack, I know. What? Right. Okay. Good. Thank you, Rimachi, for your opinion. I only asked because I know you're a very experienced Eladrin. You've encountered a few dragons in your time. I just thought you'd ask. I thought I'd see if you know anything. My own experience is relatively limited, actually. So, next thing, and actually, she would turn to the elf woman, whose name...
Olyra.
Elira. She says, I'm sure that you picked up that there was conversations there that you weren't party to, and I appreciate your discretion.
Absolutely. As a physician, I understand the need for secrecy.
I'm sure, but I still wanted to say the words.
I appreciate that.
So, next step regarding Granny's letter, Rimachi.
Yes.
What do?
And he turns to Olyra and, could we please get the office? And she just nods quickly and then walks over to... Frimlin, you would know it as the kitchen area. But,
Excellent.
yeah. So she disappears and... Rimachi picks out the wait, did he give it? No, he didn't give it back, but he takes out the letter again and hands it back to Ada.
Okay.
And this letter is... the information in here is of great importance to all of us.
Yes.
It also coincides with a situation that has arisen. A few days ago, I sent out a scouting party. One of them has returned, out of 4.
Oh dear.
And to the others.
They were delicious.
According to the information we got from the one who returned, one of the party was captured and the others were killed.
Oh.
Now...
By what? We'll let you finish. I'm sorry.
Mevron Bell has a daughter. Not a dragon daughter. It's a dragonborn. This dragonborn is named Alrasin. This is what the elf who returned, Gyllene, managed to tell us before he passed out. He's been held in my office now for care, as the information he still has is vitally important. They managed to break into Mevron Bell's lair.
Wow.
That's impressive.
I'm surprised even he made it back.
Yeah. And Rimachi turns to Frimlin at this point. The one who was captured is Dainor.
Oh.
Oh.
Your
I'm not
friend.
too happy about that.
The other 2 were killed by this dragonborn, Alrasin.
We don't like to be indelicate, but have you told Mr. Summerfield?
What?
She's not dead.
Oh, you mean... no, I have not, and I feel that... Mr.
No news is good news.
Mr. Summerfield has a temper. and he's impulsive. If their relationship is what you're implying, if he was to be told, I'm sure he would go run off and try to free Daner.
Understood. We don't think it's quite that serious yet, but I certainly saw the potential. There are feelings there. I think it may be best we try to extract him before Mr. Summerfield finds out then.
I was hoping you would say that. Now, I understand, Ada, if you do not want to do this with the little one. But I would greatly...
I don't want to do it with the little one.
I would greatly
Mimichi,
appreciate...
Will you look after her?
Absolutely.
I'll do it.
Yes.
And I'll trust you. Now, here's the thing. Do I have your word that if it is necessary for her safety, that you, as she says, go big, you will?
For the daughter of, for the hatchling of one of my oldest friends, I would raise this world to the ground.
That's all I needed to hear, thank you. All right, what do you need me to do?
So I will protect the little one, and I will await your return. Now, I have a description of the way to get there.
Good.
It's not very good. Kalen was badly injured when he came back.
Is Mr. Summerfield?
Yes.
Can you spare him?
We could, yes.
A motivated assistant. She says, looking at Frimlin.
We'd agree to that.
Is he worth it? In your estimation, my friend?
Well, he, I believe, threw himself in the line of fire for my friend. This was before I met him. Before I met them, but I'd say that's dedication, at the very least.
Sounds good to me. Well, if we could borrow him, that would be jolly handy.
I do not see why not. We can spare one man, but I do ask you because
I wouldn't ask for more.
Yeah.
And you can keep the cabal.
I'm glad you said that. I was worried that at least David would want to come with you, but I'm sure I can persuade them to look after the little one.
That's
think that
going
would
to
be
be
best for
my
them.
argument. Yes. Before we go, I have an obligation, as does Yelena. We need to meet Cousin David and Cousin Deadeye and the others, don't we, sweetheart? And yes, Yelena sort of does a draconic smile and nods.
I think they'll be overjoyed.
I meet. Sound nice. Funny color. Yes,
Well,
but they're very nice
and-
despite the color.
yeah. Now she,
You mustn't go judging people on the color of their scales, darling.
yes. I was going to say Ada's translating this for me. Yes.
Yeah, in your head.
So, yeah. So, he would also say the kobolds, your uncles, cousins, your kobold cousins
We're
there.
going, and
Yeah,
you get. We're going with cousins there. It's
Yep.
a generational thing. It's dragons. You'll get it.
Your kobold cousins there. They've been very brave. They helped, well, bring you to safety to your
Yes.
mummy here. And I think they're probably dying to meet you. They're very good. They're very good people.
It was Cousin David who found you and brought you to me. He didn't know what you were at the time, but... Well, let's go and meet them then. And yes, you, Rimachi, if you sort us out a map, possibly, would it be worth us chatting to the one that got away?
I can check
Or
if
you
he is
extracted
awake.
all the information. I don't want to disturb their recovery process at all. If you've extracted all the information you can from them, anything pertinent, that's fine.
We have some healing, if you think that might be advisable.
At this point, I'd say rest is the most that Kalen needs. We
I
did
absolutely
get...
understand that.
He did speak as much as he could, and has done so during the past week, but... Oh, the past few days, but it's only been a few days, and like I said, he was badly injured when he came back.
Understood.
Yes. Alrighty. Well, let's get to it then.
Yes, I shall go and find Mr. Summerfield. Oh, yeah, Summerfield, and if I find the other kobolds on the way, I shall send them to you. I do believe that David is waiting just outside. I saw him earlier.
Yes. Would you rather we stayed inside with Yelena?
That is, sorry. That is your choice, really. I think a lot of...
How worried are you about spies?
Not at all.
Okay.
Blet. Sorry.
What?
My dog sneezed.
Oh.
Instinct. Just, I said blet.
Yeah.
I thought you said blep. I was like,
Okay.
what?
No. I just blessed my puppy. She
Oh.
sneezed.
Oh.
I am not worried about spies in the camp, no.
Well, then I don't see any particular reason to keep her all cooped up. She doesn't like being indoors. I'm sure you understand.
I do. And he just shuffles his shoulders a little bit, like, yeah, I get it.
How long has it been since you were big?
A year?
Oh.
Oof.
You need a break, my friend.
I shall get one, sooner or later.
We'll see to it that it can be sooner, shan't we, Frimlin? If our mission
Absolutely.
is successful. Does Frimlin know what we're actually going to do? Have I told Frimlin? Frimlin's like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. What are we doing?
Yeah, no, Rimachi would have spoken out loud when Olara
Yeah.
left.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Alright. Okay.
No, Frimlin's fine. He's fearless. Well, he's not fearless. He's terrified, but he's fine.
What's going on? Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
absolutely.
great.
Okay.
I'm down.
Yeah, so...
That's
I
good.
ride a gecko.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
ride
be
a
incinerated.
giant chameleon. I'm totally convinced for this. Yes. Dragons. I'm level 4. Woo!
Yes,
We could take it.
Hello, you're made of stern stuff, my friend. All right.
alright.
Come on then.
So, yeah.
Let's go
Or
meet
disarm
Cousin
it.
David.
Yeah, so, let's hop you back to
Um.
the war camp screen. Sometime this century. Yes, here we go.
There we go.
A little bit more calmer music than, oh god, we're going to die.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, there he is. Come along then.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
you see
David.
David's vibrating slightly, like,
David, where are the others?
oh, they're around somewhere.
All right, wait, hang on a moment. All right, okay. Well, let's introduce you first, because you're the leader. You're the important one. Let's be honest. All right. So, David, this is Yelena. Yelena, and I say this in Draconic. Yelena, this is cousin David.
And you see David's eyes just... Cousin? Eyes wide open, like... And he walks up to the dragon, who... She's not a lot.
Not much smaller than
No.
he is.
No. And just carefully puts a hand out for her to, sniff.
Her head goes straight in on him.
Yeah,
Straight into his face. And she's like, full bore, curious dog, sniff, 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 around the face. And then she boops the snoot with the snoot.
No.
David just freezes, like... And then...
I think she likes you.
Oh,
Then she turns to Ada and says, "What's wrong with him?" "He's intimidated, darling. You're too beautiful for him."
and he just nods vigorously, like...
"David, would you do us a wonderful favor and go and get the others?"
Yes, of course. And he just bolts off.
Oi,
he's
oi,
not
she's
scared, but you
overloaded
can
his brain.
see, his tail is up, like...
I think she overloaded his brain.
Yes. I think she'll be perfectly safe as long as we aren't attacked by 7 kobolds.
Well,
Actually, who am I
If,
kidding? If we're attacked by kobolds, she'll be absolutely fine.
she'll either incinerate them or
Yes, or put
charm
them
them
up
into
the
her
snoot.
service.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Honestly, I should be worried about acquiring more mouths to feed.
Oh, they're very self-sufficient, actually.
Oh, okay, good. I mean, I can lightning lure as many times as I want, as long as I happen to
Wonderful
live near a
hunters.
stream and they don't mind fish.
Well, no,
All right.
they're wonderful
There's
hunters.
the cabal.
There we go.
There they are.
Yes. Alrighty, lads. Hello, everyone. Good to see you again. Sorry for my recent absence. Well, I wanted to introduce you to somebody. And I think it's high time you meet her. Yelena. Yeladentha. This is the cabal. Largely speaking. We have Deadeye, Hugo. I can't remember the other ones, and it wasn't Hugo, but
No.
I like Hugo.
I mean, you kept renaming it during the session, so
There is a few of them that we did just keep making up names for.
Yes.
Deadeye was a consistent. It's Deadeye and David are the ones we remember.
Yeah, Deadeye,
Grunt was one of them. I
Absolutely.
remember
Yeah.
Grunt.
Grunt
This
and
is
Runt.
Grunt. Oh no, because Runt was David.
Yes, Runt was David, my bad. Yeah, Grunt.
David was Runt. Yeah.
That-
We had a gradient of them.
Yeah, so it was Deadeye, David, Grunt, Deadshot? No?
No, that was Deadeye.
Oh yeah.
It was the one that was a rubbish shot, but I didn't think we named him after that. Anyway.
Yep.
I would say these are the cabal. Generally, if I just want their attention, I say cabal or fellows or gents or whatever. I'm pretty sure they're all male. I haven't checked, to be honest. And David is the uncle. Cousin David is the leader, but they're all cousin Deadeye and the lot. They'll look after you, all right. If you're ever worried, if you're ever scared here, you go and find either Rimachi or cousin David or one of the others, all right? Now, important thing, lads and sweetheart. All right, Mummy has to go and do a thing, okay? Mummy has to go and do a favor for Uncle Rimachi. And in her head, she hears Auntie Rimachi at the same time.
Yeah.
Because gender is confusing.
And yeah, Rimichi chose a male Eladrin as her disguise.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so it's like, okay,
Look, you do you, fam. This is fine. You identify however you like.
Absolutely.
And Ladrin changed form all the bloody time anyway.
Yes.
So yeah. She says, I've got to go and do a thing. Uncle Frimlin and I have to go and do a thing. So you're going to stay here with Auntie Rimichi, all right? And Cousin David and the others, they'll look after you and keep you well fed, won't you, lads?
They all just nod like one.
Yeah. Hell yes, we fucking will. Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
And during a few days, stuff just start going missing from the larders and pantries.
Yes,
I'm
I come
trusting
back.
you.
She's put on a lot of weight.
Oh yes. I'm trusting you boys to do right by her.
Oh, we
I know
will.
you can do it. I know you can do it, and don't forget to always remember to do what Rimichi says.
Yep.
Yes. And don't let her. And she hears. You actually, David hears in his head. Don't let her get away with too much, and not too many sweets. Okay.
Okay.
I shall be most displeased if I come back and find she's got a pot belly.
And
Okay.
speaking of sweets, Frimlin's just going to say, as you may well know, boys, we've been gifted quite a lot of baked goods. I don't think I can carry them all with me, so have at it, lads.
We shall, yeah, but not for the little one, yeah.
Not
Why,
too
not too
many.
many.
Okay.
It's a treat, not a meal. Yes.
Okay.
And Yelena looks at me like, Mom, like the fuck you say?
Frimlin, at this point, is going to move over to Yelena. His jester cap in hand, and he is going to. I am trying to pull myself over. There we go. And he is going to put it on her noggin.
Oh, that's so
This
cute.
is for you. This is for you. I think I think it'll serve you way better than it serves me at the moment. So, you keep this for me, won't you?
That is too adorable.
And you hear in your head, make it clear that is a loan, not a gift. She's a little bit grasping.
I'm quite happy to let her have it.
Not if you want it to stay in one piece. She's not 100% with the fire yet. Just FYI.
I'll let you hold this for me until we come back. And by then, perhaps I'll have something more shiny for you.
Ada, you will be able to see a tiny, tiny cobalt hand. Just ping! One of the bells. As Deadeye gets closer and just ping!
Ping! And like an easily distracted animal, like a young, like a dog or like a puppy or a kitten, she just takes off after the noise. And
so now she's just sort of running around with this entire hat going ding 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 ding.
And then Ada goes, and now we've lost her for hours. Hold on. And you know how a laser pointer you can use to sort of distract it? She does that with minor illusion.
Yeah.
On the floor in front of Yelena. And she says, oh, God's sake.
I totally never do that to make my ferrets run into walls. Never.
My laser pointer ran out of batteries.
And she basically, she tracks it around a couple of times. And I imagine the elves who are watching just think it's charming.
Yes. They have, like, this dog-sized dragon is just...
Yeah.
plinging around.
A dragon the size of a kelpie wearing a jester's hat.
Yes.
And again, every time I play with you guys, it's just I'm brought to a point where I get to say a sentence I just never get to say in real life. A golden dragon the size of a kelpie is wearing a jester's hat, is chasing around a laser pointer to the amusement of a group of kobolds and elves.
Yep.
And it's just how often in your life? Not nearly often enough is the answer.
Yes.
Right.
Agreed.
Adventure. This has been charming and delightful. It's been 2 hours now.
Yes. This is why I have no rush in the title.
Work we go.
It's about
Right.
this point where Rimiji comes back to the bunkhouse with Trakin in tow.
Ah.
And
Oh boy.
Oh, yes.
I heard you had a job for me.
Have you been given... I messaged Rimachi. Has he been given the down low?
Yes.
Oh, splendid. Yes, thought you might come in handy, and you had a horse in this race, as it were.
I hope so, at least.
I
Look,
think you might.
worst case scenario, you wind up saving a friend.
This is true, yes.
Best case scenario, you wind up being a hero to someone.
Well, actually, thinking about it, worst case scenario, we'll die painfully. But worst case scenario of the positives.
Yes. I'm assuming you have a plan of sorts.
Oh,
Oh,
no. Nope. I have a map.
well, the map is a good start.
Yes. I kind of tend to wing it. Bluster is often a good solution. I have a plan. It's just not it's very malleable. Let's put it that way. I just thought you look like a fairly handy chap.
Well, I appreciate the comment. I do know how to use this, and he points to the longsword to his side, and I'm okay with a bow.
That'll do. Sounds great.
How's your shoulder?
Much better, thank you.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. And in his head, he hears, and you can string 2 sentences together without being completely overwhelmed. So you are much improvement on the cabal here. Also, as an elf, he's immune to charm, so or very resistant to it.
Well, I'm shit out of luck then. Sorry.
He's spoken for. Calm down.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
Again, this is why I put no rush in the title.
Should also put RP heavy.
Good point. Yes.
Heavy in like caps locks heavy.
Yes.
All right. Well. So Rimachi, a map.
Yes, and he pulls out a rolled up map and hands it to you. You roll it out, and it's very crudely drawn. You can tell that mountains and stuff has been marked out, but it's not detailed. Like you can see, oh, mountain pass here, lair roughly here, features like environmental features are these, but it's not very detailed.
Right. All I need is an entrance.
As far as sorry, that's not his Image's fault.
I answered it my own self. That's what he said.
As far as we know, you go through this pass, and there are 2 entrances to the lair, aside from a sky entrance.
Oh. How well guarded do we think the sky entrance would be?
from what Kalen managed to see, not at all. But he never saw if there was any guards on top or up top. There were none
Right.
inside.
We can
Okay.
easily climb up sheer faces.
Well, that was my thinking. How much rope have you got round here, Rimachi?
Oh, we got several bundles. I can give you, and quick thinking, I can give you 6 bundles without running short.
A couple of 100 feet will do, yeah.
We've also got a bundle myself, so...
Same. Oh, that'll do it. That'll certainly help. 2 or 3 goes at most. And okay, so plan-wise, it's evolving. Let's put it that way. Great, glorious, grand. Well, Frimlin and Karma will be coming with us as well, presumably. They're both pretty handy at climbing sheer surfaces, I would have thought. How's Karma at rock climbing? There's a sentence as well. Gosh.
He's quite handy at climbing trees and vines.
Yes.
But I'm not sure about rocks.
Well, a sticky foot is a sticky foot, isn't it?
He's got more of a pincer foot. Kind
Oh,
of like
right, I see. Okay.
with the toes instead of claws.
So climbing up a rope would be not a problem, but climbing up rock wall. Well, we've got you. That's what you do. Okay,
That's what I'm
glorious,
for, yes.
grand, splendid. Okay, well that sounds like a valid plan. We'll have a look at the other entrance, but we'll take the rope. Sounds like a good idea. Sky entrance. I mean, he's not expecting to be attacked by other dragons, is he?
No.
Sort of pointedly.
No, Mevrombel would not be, no.
No.
And I'm sure... Dimitri looks around real quick. Elrasin would absolutely not be.
Okay. Last question on that point. Elrasin.
Yes.
It's Mevrombel's child, yes?
Yes.
So, not talking that one down, we're thinking.
Possibly not. Considering what she did to Kalen, I'd say no.
Or less that.
Yes.
But, what's she like? Do you know?
Yes.
If she's anything like her mother, ill-tempered, quick to violence, not very bright.
Would she be likely to be convinced to turn on her mother?
Would you?
I don't know. I don't know my mother.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I have
But
had no reason to try. I know Kalen and Danor's group were caught in the dragon's lair. So I expect they did not try to talk too much or try to turn.
No. I would probably lean on the side of no. We dragons are loyal beasts.
well, some of you are, but greed and covetousness are also sometimes traits among dragons. And the chromatic
True enough.
type may perhaps would be likely to fight for dominance.
At this point, the Cabal are using a polished shield to shine a light on the ground, and Yelena is they're taking it in turns to sort of shine lights for Yelena so that she can sort of try and pounce on it. She's having a whale of a time.
Yeah.
She is fully aware that, she's a sentient being. She isn't aware of what they're doing, but she still thinks it's dreadful fun leaping on these spots on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they are not
Uh,
listening to this conversation.
no.
Looking over at the cabal, though, Frimlin is just going to David,
Hmm?
David,
What?
Um,
Yeah, yeah. What?
you
What?
you're familiar with the Mevrin Bell and her daughter? Yes, the Dragonborn.
You see him take like a big gulp, like.
You
Yeah.
don't need to come with us. I'm asking
Oh,
a question.
okay.
What's their relationship like
Uh,
between each other?
well,
Are they close?
well, I don't. Lady Allerson is very loyal to her mother, but she's also how do I put this? She thinks that, well, at least when we lived there, she's she thought that she was being locked up, like she couldn't
Right.
do stuff. So she was not very nice to us when she got frustrated.
Right.
Thank you.
Interesting.
understand.
Thank you, David.
Are you going to? Are you going there?
Probably.
Probably
Okay.
yes.
You
You don't have to come though. You look after the little one.
Okay.
Do you have any advice, David?
There are traps.
Where? Can you show me on this map?
He looks at the map and you see that the map shows a lair with 4 chambers in it.
Mhm.
And he points to the first big one. So this is like an oasis, like there's water in the middle and a lot of flowers and stuff.
How lovely.
And there are hidden in the underbrush, there are lightning traps.
Oh,
So be careful to stay on the path.
noted.
I lost a friend to one of those.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
sorry.
There are also a lot of things on pedestals in that room, and all the pedestals are trapped.
Right. Noted.
David,
Hmm?
is there anything on the ceiling?
Not that I know of,
Excellent.
but the ceiling is very, 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 very high.
As if to
Also not a
demonstrate a point, is there anything where Frimlin could sort of walk upside down, like above?
There
table.
is there's
Eaves
over
of the-
eaves
house.
over the house
Yeah.
by the houses.
So he's just going to sort of wander up a wall and then sort of doot along the
Oh yeah, you could probably do that. I saw lizards in there sometimes doing that.
Show off.
well, I'm basically a lizard. So.
But don't fall down. You would get very hurt
No.
if you did.
The other thing is he can do that, but I can't.
Mm.
Neither can Karma.
And
Well,
there are doors. A locked door to the room where Lady Mevran sleeps. No one goes in there.
No, no one would.
And so
How big are the doors?
big.
Big enough for a dragon, so she doesn't need to shrink to get in through.
Yeah,
Right.
so big.
Yes.
So this room is where Lady Mevran rested, and he points to a room in the top left corner of the 4-room lair. And this room would be Lady Allerson's throne room, and he points to the room next to it. Yeah, she has her own throne, kind of thing. It's more of a divan kind of thing where she rests on, but we just called it the throne room.
Does she call it a throne room?
No, she just calls it her room.
Oh, okay.
And then you have this is our room, and he points to a smaller one in the bottom right corner. And then up here, he points to the last room. This is where prisoners are held, and when we were bad or were being punished, we would be held here too.
David.
Hmm?
If we were to find other kobolds being punished, do you think they'd come with us? If we were to rescue them?
If you can make them, if you can tell them that they don't have to fear Alrasin anymore, sure.
Alrasin is the enforcer?
Yeah.
David, do you have a mark that would let them know that who you are?
There was a phrase that Alrasin told us to always use when greeting her. Maybe that could work, but we didn't really have one for us. That, you know.
What did you always say to her?
How would I translate that to? And he is gonna say in Draconic.
Draconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue is the color of the power of all.
Okay. Oh, for goodness sake.
I don't. It's basically the meaning of it. It's a lot shorter in Draconic, but he doesn't know it in Common.
Yeah. She translates into Common and goes, "Oh, for goodness sake," and then says it in Common.
Yep. With listening to him say it in Draconic, would that be something easy to pick up?
It's very guttural. So it would basically be like, I don't actually have Draconic for my world yet, but it would be like something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So he could probably manage it. I'm not going to try, but because my little voice doesn't go well with that. But my thought is perhaps he could practice that on the way.
Absolutely, he could do that.
Yep. Because his idea is now that it's probably a good idea to liberate as many of those poor kobolds as he can.
Oh, hell yeah. Ada is right there alongside you. Ada would say, perhaps, David, I know your name wasn't always David. I know that's what it is now, and I prefer it this way. I do. You're a mighty warrior, David, and I think the name suits you marvelously. But what was your original designation?
Let me look that up, because I had it written down.
3 of 5 or something?
No, they would have a... the kobolds would have names they used between themselves, but...
Yeah.
Where did I write that down?
Was it Runt?
No. No, it wasn't. It was close, though. It was an R... Where did I write you down?
Was it? I almost feel like it might have been Rock, because I remember mentioning. I don't know if
there was a Rock.
Yeah.
Because, I was remembering that I had a kobold character in another campaign called Gork, and I thought that it was funny that their names sounded similar.
Yeah, it was the leader of them was Groch, the
Right.
one that Ada decapitated.
Yes.
Right.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Never will you slander me like this again. How dare you? How would I even do such a thing?
My apologies. My apologies. Why can't I find it?
Doesn't matter. Just something.
Yeah. So, okay, let's
Blag.
go with, yeah, let's, I'm sorry, what?
Blag.
Yeah, let's go with that. That sounds
It
good.
just-
I'll find it at some
Blag
point.
sends his regards.
Yeah.
Stab.
Decapitate, I think. We've established that's what I do now.
Mhm.
First I've heard of it, but alright. Hey, Tony.
Hoi hoi.
What we said? Blah?
Blag.
Blag. Yes.
G.
Blarg.
Yep.
Alrighty. I'll say Blag sends his regards.
Mm.
Is there a leader one of the kobolds that the others look to?
That would be, Har.
Alright. Harg?
Yeah, he wears, what do you call that in common? It's,
You can say it in Draconic, darling.
oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. It looks like, you know the person who led us before, who ran away?
Yes. Yep.
With
A
the
coward.
Mm. Yeah. No, not
hope
not
he's
the
all right.
pot. I hope so too. He was okay.
He was a nice chap. He was a good lad.
They were the same rank.
Right.
But they were. Now I'm trying to remember what the hell that is in English, because my brain is
He had
short.
like a cook pot. He had
Uh,
like a soup pot or something on his head.
no, this one has bucket. Bucket is the
That
word.
was it. Yeah.
I'm losing words. But yes, he has a metal bucket as a helmet.
Right.
Much like Ned Kelly.
Or Sir Buckethead.
Yes.
And he has a spear as a weapon.
Right. Okay. So I'll know to spot him by that. Hag with the bucket on his head. Noted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, David. Good job. Last question on my part. Frimlin may have more. The sky entrance. Are there any guards up there?
Normally not. No.
Okay. Glorious. Well, I think that's probably our way in. But it does sound rather like we may have to deal with what's-her-face. Oh, haven't had to kill another Dragonborn in a long time. Never mind. All right. Thank you, David. Take good care of Yelena for me. Yelena, say goodbye to Mummy, darling.
Are they still having
And
urges?
there is a. She stops in mid-leap. Her wings, for the first time, sort of flare out and catch herself. And it looks like instinctiveness. This wasn't a deliberate. She stops in midair and lands, turns around, dashes back, boops the snoot with the snoot, and then continues chasing.
Oh,
No.
that is so cute. Yes.
I love her.
Looking.
Is Karma coming then? Hello, Karma, darling. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
You look very healthy. It looks like all this manual labor you've been doing suits you.
Ed,
Think he's lost a little weight.
boy.
I'm not going to say anything about that.
I
Your
was
lizard butt
bored.
doesn't- His lizard
I'm
butt
sure
doesn't
you
jiggle
were.
when he walks anymore.
I
Oh.
wouldn't notice. I haven't checked him out.
Rimichi just gives you a short bow, steps back, and walks over back to his office, and you see poor Traken just standing there like, what is going on?
Taken to hang out with us, you're really going to have to get the vibe, my friend. We are very casual, but we are very professional. Come along then. Let's go and
Okay.
kill a dragon or 3.
And yeah, Frimlin is as they're heading out, he is sort of fastening all the rope that they're bringing with them onto Karma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we're not. Ada's not carrying it. Karma's done a whole bunch of lifting recently. He's ripped.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Do
can
you
just.
even lift Karma, bro?
We think I'm going to need a saddle pad.
And
Too
yeah,
much time lying down.
you
Well,
said.
no. My lizard's bony.
Karma just bonks his head against you, Frimlin, like. Mm.
Wait. You. Menace.
Basically.
He says as he scratches him between the eyes. But still.
So, Trajan, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm from further west originally.
Oh yes.
Yeah, well, originally, I'm from down south, as most of us here, but my family settled further east, just north of the desert.
Right.
And why did you come?
West, not east. I can direct cardinal directions.
That's fine. Don't worry, I understood.
Oh, well,
Why did you choose to fight the dragons?
it sounded like adventure, and it wasn't a lot for me back home, with my older brother inheriting everything, and
Yes, that
my-
old chestnut.
my sisters
name?
being right menaces. His Andranil.
Androdin. Doesn't ring a bell.
I mean, you can give me a history check if you want.
History. I'm half proficient with that. That's another 10.
Yeah, no. It doesn't ring a
Yeah.
bell.
Ada, however, does notice that Frimlin is asking some pointed questions about this guy's past.
Yeah.
This guy's family.
Mhm.
And she sort of narrows her eyes at him and messages in his head, "What do you know about this boy?"
We have some suspicions, but nothing concrete right now. From
Oh,
my time, there's a family called the Semifelds who are quite powerful.
oh, juicy. I shan't let on. That's splendid. And anyway, yeah, we have an amiable chat while we
Yeah.
walk to the dragon's lair.
Yeah, it takes you most of the rest of the day to reach the edge of the mountain pass on your map.
Uh-huh.
And let me see, I have a map
you
for
say.
this. Here we go. So, and you arrive at the southwest corner of this mountain pass. And I need to add some people to this day. Oh, one person.
Oh. While you do that, do you mind if I quickly have a biology break?
Sure, absolutely. We can do that. We can have 5-minute break for everyone to go
Well,
and unhydrate and
yes,
such.
I will unhydrate and I will fix my recycling bin that the dog knocked over.
I'm stuck under a cat, so I can't move.
Oh, how unfortunate.
I know,
I
right?
will
Well,
be
hydration for
right
you.
back.
Yes.
Okay, same.
So yeah, while the others are out, how are we doing, chat? How are we enjoying the story so far? It is pretty Oh, yeah, we can that might get sorted quickly. So, Tony, so I have some ideas. So things might not be as safe as they would hope. Right now I'm going to get some mountain pass music going. And yeah, they're going up against a blue dragonborn and possibly a adult blue dragon at level 4, so things might not turn out for the best. Then again, the other day I said something similar. I mean, you can use your channel points to give me a hero point, if you want. If you type in exclamation point perks, you can see what you can spend your channel points on in terms of in-game advantages for various people. Here-ish. No, perk. Perka. No. There we go. Now. Not. Yes, Tlanka. Oh, sorry, cat. Let's see. There we go. Wind Mountain. And we've got some rocks. Got some small rocks. Got some wind. Got some wildlife. And then we got some music. There we go. Ooh! Aw, thank you, Donny. And and thank you for that name. There are a lot of name generator names put in. I'm gonna add them to the list. Oh, this music fits perfectly. Nice.
I think it's a pretty cool name, actually. Storm Jarl.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I
we are.
don't know what Alstrom means, so it's pretty close though. I mean, yeah. Tony's doing nasty things to me, and I'm just naming NPCs vaguely after him.
Yes. But yeah, you arrive at this pass. It's pretty close to what's that word? It's not sunset, but late afternoon, early evening.
Yeah, dusk.
Yes,
Dusk?
thank you, dusk. Dusk is the one I was looking for. So there are
Why
long
would you
shadows.
be looking for him?
Yeah, Terris
Sorry.
plays a fairy druid named Dusk.
Right.
My partner plays his twin brother Dawn, and they get up to all kinds of shenanigans. So yeah, you're at this mountain pass. You're in the southwest corner of it. The shadows are long and reaching at this point, creating a crisscross pattern across the dry grass and falling leaves and packed dirt of this pass. In front of you, you see trees that have tumbled down the cliffs. And it seems that this used to be a riverbed at some point in history, but the water is now dried out.
Does it look recent, or...?
It's been a while. But the pass looks like it... Well, the pass has been cut out by water and not by human or elf hands. Well, they're not humans.
More than 100 years?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Excellent. I'm just trying to get my mouse out from under the puppy. There we go. Sat on it?
Yeah.
Fine.
The mountain wind is whistling around you at this point. The wind has picked up as you moved up the mountainside. It's not a big mountain, but it is very clearly a mountain.
Excellent.
Okay. Glorious. All right, well, here we are. Well, let's continue then. I would like to listen for things up ahead.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Like, are we close?
According to the map, the lair is on the other side of this mountain pass.
Okay. It's an 11.
You
And,
hear...
Not
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frimlin?
As Ada's doing that, Frimlin would like to sort of scale up a little higher to get a better view of the sort of overland.
Yep.
To check for things like ambushes and the like.
Yeah, absolutely, you can do that.
Excellent.
And
hey, he doesn't jingle jangle jingle right now. So.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's actually a stealthy boy.
That was why I was not opposed to you leaving the thing behind with the dragon.
Yeah. Karma rolled a 3 on perception, so he's just like that.
Shall I attempt to perceive?
If you want,
Shiny red ball.
That is a nat 20 for 25.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Frimlin sees all. Frimlin knows all.
Brings
Yeah.
the guns.
As you reach the top of this cliffside, you see that it keeps going. Like there are some like plateaus that keep going, and on the other side of the tree, you see 2 figures crouched down, waiting. You also see a figure right across from you, looking at the group.
Excellent.
Ada.
Haven't murdered anyone in a long time. What? Yes?
Mr. Summerfield. I think we're coming up on an ambush.
Right.
Well, we
two.
don't want to let on, do we? So we'll just
two over there
continue
and
along.
one there.
Yes, noted. Alrighty. How are you for explosive area effect business?
I'm. That's not really my how to say area of expertise, but I can heat up some metal on a person
Okay.
or
Noted. It's
guess,
my area of expertise. So, big question. Hello there. She addresses the chap in the bushes ahead of her.
Okay. Yeah. He takes a step forward and just stands up, and you see a big guy with the scimitar in hand. Just what?
You ask me what? What are you doing here? Hiding in a bush?
All you see, our mistress has told us to take a toll for people passing.
Who's your mistress?
Our mistress is the big blue goddess.
Oh, I think you're somewhat mistaken. You see, she's a dragon, not a goddess.
I cast Shatter on the other two.
Okay, nice.
I'm not messing around.
Yep. So what's that? Is that a what can I say?
3d8 and it's a con save, I believe.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, con save, 3d8 thunder damage.
Ow.
10 foot radius sphere. So a 20-foot diameter.
Dang.
Spell save DC is 12.
Okay. So let's see if we can beat the 12. Nope. Nope on one, and what's his con? Let's check. So that is a that's a 4 for one and a 9 for the other. So both fail.
They both take 14 points of thunder damage.
Yeah, as you see,
And Ada, when that happens, goes, "Oh my goodness, what's going on here then? I thought you said a toll, not attack us."
Why isn't it not letting me do a thing? Oh, because I'm marking both of them, that's why. As you see the shatter make contact, both of them are flung off the cliff immediately. And you just hear a crash as both of them hit the ground dead.
Oh. Well, that was poorly planned.
To the gentleman in front of us, Frimlin's just going to go, "What did you do? Why did you do that?"
Oh, that wasn't me. That was you. You.
No,
It wasn't us.
I know it was.
We were just going to pay your toll. What's going on here? Who else is attacking us? Look! Over there! Behind you!
Give me a deception check. Oh dear gods, why?
Inspiration at
No
all?
right to work at all.
No.
I hate these dice sometimes.
I was going to say, can I throw a sneaky bardic inspiration her way?
You don't. I don't think you have to. I seriously don't think.
I got an 8.
That beats it.
He is frazzled and panicking.
Yeah.
And Ada draws her Arumi and sort of dashes towards him, but looking to go past him, like with the aim of sort of like, I'll I'm going to attack the thing that's attacking everybody rather than that guy.
Yeah.
And
He starts.
she draws the Arumi like.
Yeah, he starts.
Quickly,
yeah,
let me bring it down.
He turns.
Yes, look, it's a
turns
golden
around.
dragon. Look.
He draws his. He starts swinging his scimitar at the bushes behind him because even with his charisma or wisdom, that is still a 6. I hate these dice sometimes.
What's that you said about these? Yes, it's so huge. Lightning lure.
I'm gonna switch these dice. So yeah,
That's me running.
Draken just follows you and pulled out his bow and like, yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, basically, and Karma just stands there like, the hell?
And Karma's like, this is totally what they do normally. This is very them.
I need to change my dice out too because I'm using them.
Amazing.
Yeah, and yeah, he starts just poking through the leaves and like, what happened? What's going on? Why?
And Ada casts lightning lure on him.
Okay.
Is he up?
Yeah, he's
like
up.
If I pull him towards me, he'll fall?
He'll fall, yes. He's not gonna take fall damage because it's not that high up,
No,
but he
that's
is
fine.
high
Sure.
up. He is
Yeah.
up. So yeah.
Yeah. I said, quick, get out of the way!
Yeah.
And I lightning lure him, and it's very much sort of there is a physical whipping action.
Yeah.
She sort of launches her right arm. No, it's actually done with the left arm because the right arm has the Arumi in it. So she left arm like, get over here! To yank him off the cliff.
Okay. Yep. Is there a save or is there just?
It is a strength save of a 12.
Okay. So strength. Oh dear gods, that's a 4. I'm just gonna start.
Which means he gets dragged 10 feet straight towards me and takes 1d8 lightning damage.
Yeah. So he takes 1d8 lightning damage, and he just I'm gonna fold this on the dang.
Would you like me to roll the damage? That's a 4.
Yeah. Okay, so he takes 5 lightning damage in total.
Oh.
Oh well, you said 1. Oh, 1. My bad. No, it takes.
No.
1d8.
Yeah. 4.
Yeah, 4 lightning damage.
Ta-da.
And yeah, we're in initiative.
Yeah, we're probably in initiative
Yeah.
now.
Because he just landed on his feet, a bit unsteady, but he still remained standing on the ground.
I just 20'd my initiative for 24.
Nice.
It's a 15 from me.
Yep. And he just whips around, scimitar out.
All right, you got me.
You killed my man.
What?
You
No.
were going to kill me.
I mean, true, but yeah.
Yeah. So as long as we're all on board, we're all going to kill each other. Yes.
Yes.
Lightning lure. Bam.
Okay, but yeah, we're in initiative order now. Frimlin, you're up first. But no, wait. That's where we're gonna cut this session. Because...
What? Boy.
You monster! We were so close to beating his ass.
Because we have 17 minutes left on this stream, and I want to do favorite moments.
We could go longer, right, Terris, right?
I mean, I don't have anything to do today, so sure, we can go
I'm
longer.
not busy this evening. Like, I don't want to make,
My plans tomorrow was sleeping in and then playing Ark, and I don't need to be very awake to play Ark, so...
Nice.
Sure.
I have to prep a whole bunch of games for a charity, but that's a whole thing. That's tomorrow Josh's problem, and fuck that guy.
Sure, we can do this. That's not a problem.
Sounds like an asshole. Don't like him at all. the worst thing about being self-employed. Your boss is always an asshole.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah.
Let's
So
finish him.
Terris,
Terris.
you're up.
Right. So Frimlin is a little frazzled at this, and he's just and
Sorry, Terris. Sorry, Frimlin. You do have to keep up with me here. It moves quickly.
right. I was going to just keep playing along, but okay. And he is going to pull. He's looking around for anything to pull out of his pockets that he can possibly do anything with, and he pulls out the crust of an apple pie.
Amazing.
And he looks at this thing, and he's just, meh. And he's going to hold it and crumble just a little bit between his fingers and flick it out. And I need to roll a d4.
Okay.
To figure out what this does. That is a 3. As he casts Nathair's Mischief.
Ooh.
Uh,
Hi, cat. Shit, the cat scared the shit out.
So a 20-foot cube in front of him, centered on this gentleman who is trying to kill us.
Mhm.
He needs to succeed on a Wisdom saving throw.
Sure thing.
DC is
I'm rolling
something.
digitally from now on
No.
because that's a nat
14.
That's a nat 20. So.
Okay, Wisdom saving throw. Or begin giggling until the start of my next turn. A giggling creature is incapacitated and uses all its movement to move in a random direction.
Okay. He got a nat 20 on that wisdom save. No modifier, so that's 20. And he just goes, I smell, but where did it come from?
Well, I guess that didn't work. That
Never.
said, I believe this thing stays up its concentration for a minute, and each turn I get a different roll of the on my mischief table.
Nice. Yeah. Takes us 2, so that is 6.
Oi, guess the golden dragon was actually an apple pie dragon. We don't know where it went.
What?
An apple pie dragon.
Haven't you heard of them?
No.
Fearsome creatures. It's the fourth kind. You know, there's the elemental, there's the chromatic and the metallic, and then there's the gems,
rather,
and then there's
an
the
apple dragon.
bakery dragons. Yes, very frightening
Oh.
things. Lightning lure.
It's not your
She's
turn yet.
alternating between baffling and whipping him with lightning.
Essentially, these things, if they eat apples, they get terrible indigestion. It's very bad. In
Well,
fact,
Okay.
acid everywhere. I would
Thanks,
watch
Tony.
out if I were you.
Apple pie dragons. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately it's not your turn just yet, Ada. But
That's okay.
it
That's
is the bandit captain's turn, and
Oh.
he looks between the two of you, and he is going to go for Ada because you just dragged him down from the cliff, tried to fool him, making a fool out of him.
I
So
didn't try anything. I succeeded.
that's true. Yes, very true. So he drags out a dagger in addition to the scimitar and just runs up to Ada, scimitar lifted, and tries to bring it down on top of her. Now let's see. That is... I don't think that hits. That's a 16 to hit.
Nope. Ada dodges actually, no. That would be caught by Ada, just tanks it. Ada just sort of... She just squares up to it and just takes the hit, and it just sort of catches in her scales, and she's like, you'll have to do better than that, big boy.
He grimaces, brings the scimitar back up, and just brings it down on top of her again, and that's a dirty 20.
Yes, that's better. Good job. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's what you were looking for. You don't have to do better than that, though.
It's 6 slashing
Ow.
damage. And then he
Ooh,
just
that sounds
grins
tough.
and tries to stab you with a with his dagger for a nat 1.
Yes, no.
How dare you?
That's more like it. That's what that's what I'm looking for. Ooh, ow! Hit me there again. That was very painful. Please. Oh, you must stop, you monster.
And you see his just shaking the hand that held the dagger, like, because ow. Ada, it's your turn.
Is it?
Yes.
All right. Yes. Ada is going to enter a barbarian rage.
Ah, nice.
Why not?
Yes.
It's been several days since my last. And yes, I will. Yes, I will. Will enter a barbarian rage for my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me. And smack him with my Urumi. To be honest, I can't cast
Sounds good.
spells while I'm in a rage, so longsword it is. Ha ha! A 17 to hit.
Let me check. That hits. Yes.
Good, good. Thank God. Alrighty. And yes, a 1d8 plus 3. Oh, rubbish. 5. 5 longsword damage. Stupid dice. As the blade sort of, she swings the arm back and just sort of, it's basically, she's just been whipping him with things, and she just is going to continue to do it. She's lashing him with this whip blade, yes, the Urumi is a really cool weapon because it sounds like swords are supposed to sound in movies.
Yeah.
You know, this ting, ting, ting. That actually doesn't, that's not what they sound like most of the time. But Urumis do sound like that. They're really quite visceral weapons. There's a sort of lashing noise. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. She rakes him with her rake with a K, him with her Urumi for 5 slashing damage.
Yeah.
And it's your turn. Because that's all I can do.
Yeah. You see him try to parry it, or just, parry it, and it still just whips around.
He gets his scimitar up and he catches part of the blade on it, and then the rest of it just bends around his scimitar and hits him in the back of the head.
Schmacky, schmacky.
Schmacky, schmacky. That doesn't hit. Suddenly, Ada, you hear a tink as a crossbow bolt bounces off the what's this called? The cliff next to you, and flies in between the two of you.
What now?
And it's that one.
Wait, what?
If we're speaking in comic book language, that's very much Ada looks for the source of this, and her eyes sort of narrow, and there's a tee.
And
oh dear.
From across the pass, you see another bandit stand up behind a bush, and just you can see from the mouth movements that they're probably cursing, but that's about it.
Sneaky fucker. Right.
Son of a bitch.
Next up
Let's
is
not go that far.
Karma, who's like, I have no idea what's happening, and it's gonna lumber forward. And
Violence, Karma. Violence is what's happening.
We're being attacked.
Okay. He lumbers forward, and just when he gets within range, he'll whip out his tongue. And
Whip. Yes.
Yes. For those wondering, we're using the Valinor steed stats, but instead of hooves, he's using
With a tongue.
Yeah, he uses his tongue instead of hooves.
How upsetting would that be?
Yeah. Well, he did lick
Valinor steed with this huge tongue.
Yeah.
Do be aware there's a 20-foot cube around this dude that has magical effects going on.
Yeah.
Don't step into it. Yeah, noted.
Yeah. So the tongue has a. Did we say 10-foot reach? Yeah, we said 10-foot reach.
Yeah.
because scaled up Chameleon. Yeah, chameleons are tiny.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna roll for that to hit. That doesn't hit, so the tongue just lashes in between. Well, next to the bandit. Karma misjudged the distance, and dust and sand goes everywhere.
Oh.
And then
No, the bandit, darling, the bandit. That was a fly. I know you're hungry, but honestly, you can eat later. I've got something for you in my pack.
sorry. And
Go on,
We'll
Professor.
feed you. We'll feed you if we survive.
again, you hear a pink. This time,
Oh,
the crossbow
God's
bolt
sake.
hits the ground next to you. As another.
They're welcome to keep missing. This is fine.
This time, another bandit stands up across the pass. And crossbow out. He just looks mad. He's not happy at all. It is
That's sad for him.
Trachean's turn. Where did I put the stat for
Trachean.
There is the stat thing for him.
He's got a bow, right?
Yes, he has a longbow.
Shoot him.
I'm not too good with this, but sure. And
Now you tell me.
I'm better with my sword.
Well, you can use that. That's fine.
Okay. And he'll
There's plenty of room, buddy.
he brings out the sword and rushes forward to the bandit in between you and Karma, and he's going to make a longsword attack.
I'll move the square.
Just don't go in the square.
I'll move the square.
Hold on.
How does move square?
So it would
Why does move
be
square?
here.
Where does move
Yeah,
square?
thereabouts.
Yeah.
Where does move square?
Just so that Ada and Trachean are not in it.
Yep.
I have no idea if I just
When?
did a Nicolas Cage voice. I wouldn't.
It did sound a little bit. I think it was the Karma voice.
Oh, sorry.
Is a bit Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
Now I'm just picturing Karma with Nicolas Cage's face.
Now I'm imagining Nicolas Cage in Con Air as a chameleon.
He comes and goes.
Yeah.
Especially a chameleon who doesn't leave any traces.
And I'm just trying to remember any of the lines from that movie.
I only remember
You're
the guy.
touching my daughter.
I can only remember the song and the guy singing.
There he goes. That's it. There you are. It's a chameleon saying, "Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box?"
Yep. So yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen
Hey,
Con Air.
Samuel. Oh, it's been
I
so
saw it
long since
at the
anybody saw
movies.
that movie.
Once. And
I love
never
that
again.
movie. I've seen it so many times, but it's been a decade since I saw it last.
Delightfully stupid film.
Oh yes.
Um,
So stupid. But yeah, Trachean rushes in and tries to do like an uppercut with the longsword. And
let me guess, he fucks it up.
no, actually, he is very close
Oh.
to hitting, but the bandit manages
Ah.
to parry it using his reaction.
Ah. Okay. All right.
Bloody hell.
So you hear that clash of swords, and
Bing.
you could hear that was a massive hit if it had got him with the. Actually,
Landed.
if the bandit had actually been hit.
Ah.
And it is back to Frimlin.
You're still looking okay,
Ongoing
Ada?
medical effect? I'm fine, darling.
Okay, first things first, the bandit hasn't moved, so I don't need to move my area of effect spell. That's a 4 to see what it does this round, because it's Fey and Draconic magic and it's a mischief field.
Yep.
The magic that is surrounding this bandit suddenly swirls. You get the fresh hint of cinnamon and apples once again, and then a sweeter smell as drops of molasses hover in the cube, turning the area that he is in into difficult terrain.
Ooh.
You know, one big drop sort of blops on his shoulder, and
Yeah.
you know, it's just so gross and sticky. And Frimlin's just going to grin at this. That is just an ongoing effect while he's got concentration up for the next minute. So that's
Glorious.
the first thing that happens. The second thing that happens is... I didn't mark off my spell. It's a concentration spell. Let me see. Concentration. Frimlin is going to move up. Move up to 20 feet away from... I can't move Frimlin. Why? Oh, I see. So I'm going to say that's about 20 feet away. I don't know. Just somewhere. And he is going to fire a dart at this lovely gentleman. But I doubt an 11 hits.
Yeah,
him.
no. Doesn't.
And then with his bonus action, he is going to apply a bardic inspiration to Ada.
Oh, thank you.
Which is, he'll reach out and he'll put a hand on your shoulder and he's just, we think someone would probably like his head. We reckon that you could make that happen.
Oh, you think so? Well, then
Think
maybe
so.
it's a necklace time. What? I mean, I don't do that. What?
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 Not you. We're not talking to you.
Oh. Sorry.
Here, put this on.
Yeah. The bandit just sticky.
Ew, why am I covered in molasses?
Yes. Where did the
Ew.
molasses come from? Why am I? Blah.
Don't ask
I told you.
questions.
It's that crabapple dragon.
What? Oh, what? No. That's the no. And he is going to. Who's going to swing at first? He's going to swing at
Ada is still the threat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it.
So first scimitar attack.
Enrage. Yes.
Just a reminder, by the way, that you can use that bardic inspiration to dash or disengage.
Oh, splendid. Thank you.
15 on the first
Nope.
one.
It's
Yeah,
bonus action.
he has to drag it out from where he's holding off Traken's sword, so it just whiffs it.
Yep.
The second one is a 12, but he doesn't bring it back enough to hit you.
Yep.
Let me just put
And
this
the
in our
dagger.
chat so you can see what bardic inspiration does with
Yeah.
Frimlin.
Poor lad. How are
It's
you?
Over.
It's. I know it's difficulty.
And then he tries to get the dagger in under his scimitar arm to stab you, but completely fails. You can just see the tip of the dagger just scratch your clothing, like, because he gets himself stuck in himself.
Oh. And the dagger attack.
Yeah, he has done 2 scimitar and the dagger, so
That's it.
both scimitars go wide, and then he tries to, like, under the arm holding the scimitar, he tries to stab you, but he's like crossing his arms and just.
Yeah. Like Ada took 6 points of damage, and she actually, I remember now, didn't need to.
Eh.
I have shield. I could have cast shield.
That's
It's my
true.
reaction.
That's true.
But I'm like, it's 6 points. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Ada, it's your
But-
turn.
Ada is going to smite the guy.
Can
Ada
you-
now has a
Can you do that while
No.
raging?
not smite. I'm
Ah.
going to attack him.
Okay.
Sorry, I really just meant I attacked.
Okay. I was like, no, you're not paladin. I know that. I don't know that
No,
much.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to. Yeah, I do that. It's not a complicated. A 10. I might use my bardic inspiration dice there. Is it a D8?
Let me check. Let me find it. Bardic
Your level
inspiration
4,
is
or
a
is it D6? Yeah. All right, go on then. Or.
No.
Yeah, no.
The tangle of weapons and limbs just manages to shield off the
Yep. Blast.
weapon and.
I was like, yes, Frimlin, this molasses business is actually not super handy. I'll be honest.
We'll.
Ooh, that's an interesting point.
We'll see what I can do.
Ada's the tip of Ada's. Yes. The tip of Ada's Arumi gets stuck in the molasses. Ada drops it. She said, blast, and draws a pair of hand axes.
Nice.
And as her bonus action, and this, I want to be clear, she has been using a shield.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be decreasing her armor class from now on.
Okay.
But she draws a hand axe, and she draws a pair of hand axes, and makes a bonus action attack with her offhand.
Mm-hmm.
Will you allow that? Is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty.
I mean, you're sacrificing your longsword, so to do this, so sure.
Yeah. I rolled a 1. It doesn't look like a 1 on the dice, to be honest, but
no, it says
right.
a 4.
Yeah.
You rolled a 4.
Yeah, the dice said 4, but the custom. Oh, I wasn't looking right. Yeah, 9. Yeah, no, I missed.
Yeah. I'm generally okay with doing stuff like that if you're willing to sacrifice something, and in this case you drop the longsword, so
I
sure.
dropped the longsword into the molasses that I cannot now receive.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is, however,
The
worthy
molasses
to note
will
that,
probably be gone next round. So.
yeah, that's fine. However, it is worthy to note, seeing as I haven't done any damage this turn, I didn't actually add my 2 points of melee damage with my strength, because I attacked with a strength weapon last time. I didn't add that to my damage last time, so my rage damage would have been conferred, and I didn't tell you it. So I could, if you wouldn't mind adding 2 points of damage there,
sure.
To him from last turn.
Yep, I can do that.
It's also funny to note that I haven't been hit. Oh no, I have
he
made
tried.
attacks. I just didn't hit with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's rage is still up. Okay.
Yeah, he tried to hit you, so.
If he doesn't succeed, I don't think rage lasts. Rage ends early if you are knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn, or taken damage.
Okay.
Since then.
Yeah. But you did attack, so.
Yeah. But I did attack.
Yeah, you've
so
attacked,
it's fine.
so
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. You want to move anywhere, or are you good where you are?
I'm good.
Okay.
Ada is doing what her job is. This is a wonderful thing about cross-classing barbarian and sorcerer. You can be mostly sorcerer and just a bit barbarian and still serve the role of barbarian very well.
Yeah.
In fact, if you take sorcerer and then you take shield, you can serve it extremely well. Thank you very much.
Ooh, that's a 17 to hit you, Ada. That's
It would, except I cast shield.
Okay. You hear a crossbow bolt just ping off your magic shield.
I see it. It appears. It's coming straight at me, and Eddie goes and this blue wall of force appears in front of her.
Yep.
And it pings off it, and she goes, "Not again. One cut is enough. The first cut is the deepest, my friends."
I was about to say the same thing.
Thank you. Good. Yep.
So Karma is gonna. Is he smart enough to avoid that? Yeah, he's gonna
Is
avoid
it
that.
visible? It's visible, right?
Yeah, there's molasses everywhere.
Yeah,
so Karma's
there's
gonna walk in between
Yeah.
Frimlin and Ada around the side
Mhm.
and make a tongue attack against. Yes, a big mlem.
Yeah.
For. Ooh, that will actually hit us. Yeah. So.
Ooh.
Nine.
Oh, shit.
Yes. We're there. That ran off with one of my d6s.
Blood cloud is the deepest, baby. I know. Is that what you want, Tony? You asked for it. I actually don't know much more of that song,
Yeah.
so sorry.
Ada and Traken would both see like this big tongue just bonk the
Oh.
pirate, not the pirate, the bandit straight in the head, and he staggers a little bit like.
They are messed up looking things as well. Like the end
Yeah.
of a chameleon's tongue is this big thick wad.
Yes.
It's not like a mammal's tongue. It's
Yeah,
the end of
no,
it is
it's
almost
like being
a
hit by a
hand.
pseudopod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it just goes bonk into his head,
You're
and
like,
it's
"Oh!"
what? And
And it's
Yeah.
oh no, oh that's horrible. And like some of his hair sticks to it,
Yeah.
and as it retracts, it's like and pulls out hair by the roots. It's like oh god,
But
it sucks. It's
Yep.
sticky. No.
Yep.
I don't want to say what it looks like, but
Don't. Is your dog
I have-
flashing it in your face? Is that what it looks like?
no, I have ferrets, and
Oh, okay.
yeah. Only there's this, the thing that I'm thinking about has a little hook on the end, but yeah.
Oh,
Oh no! What? It's much worse.
yes.
Yeah.
Anywho,
It's the outie, not the innie.
let's see. Let's do this. Yeah, and then you hear a from Karma as a crossbow bolt lands in his butt.
Oh no, Karma!
What? Absolutely not.
And he just goes.
Karma, stand behind me, darling. I'm the really tough one.
And both his eyes just roll back towards where the bolt came from, and you see the other bandit on the cliff just go just crossbow in the air like I hit something. Never mind, it's the size of a
Yes.
barn.
Stop clock is always right twice a day.
Mhm.
Tony was like, family was like, I did not ask for it.
Frankie
And you
just
received it anyway, aren't you lucky? There you
I
are, yay.
know, right?
What a splendid person.
Traken just pulls back a little bit, looks at Karma, looks at the bandit, and just this time it just brings his longsword up
Back him.
to try and bring it down on top of him. And once again,
Come on, Dragon.
you hear that clang as the scimitar goes up for a parry. But you see the bandit's hand just fall down with the force of this blow.
Dragon, you've missed your calling. You should have been a blacksmith. Beat on it enough.
Funny you should say. It's what my dad does.
Oh. There you are then.
Really?
And yeah, we're back to Frimlin again.
Terris, you have this
Frimlin.
amazing capacity to make anything dirty. I'm... Really? Blacksmithing,
No,
you say?
I didn't mean it
bring
like
that
that.
down, baby.
That's just how my voice is. But no, Frimlin seeing a crossbow
Filthy
bolt
ferret, you.
sticking. I know, I'm the filthiest ferret. But seeing a... Oh, first of all, D4.
Oh yes.
Rolly, rolly.
Are
That's
we still
two.
molasses?
No, you're not still molasses. A 2 is... So as,
Oh, I get.
within this, square, the wind picks up and suddenly, you smell the smell of apple blossoms and, bouquets... Well, it says bouquets of flowers, but, yeah, it's more like, single apple, blossoms start falling, from the sky, and I need a dex save from Mr. Fellow in there.
Okay.
Mr. Fellow.
Yeah, Mr. Bandit Fellow. DC 14.
Ah, thank you. That's a nat 20 for 23.
Okay, so
Hey,
all you
he's
see is
done nat
this-
20s twice on this shit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, all you see is this rain of apple blossoms, sort of floating around and falling to the ground. The smell of apple blossom is very, very strong, but as they come down by his face,
Mhm.
They start squirting water, but somehow squirting water out of them at his eyes, but somehow he manages to dodge those.
Yeah.
As this is going on, Frimlin barely notices because he's noticed a crossbow bolt sticking out of his mouth's butt, and he is going to turn to who fired that?
So across.
It's the blue one, right?
No, it's the green one. Frimlin, you can't see it from where you're standing because there's a cliff in the way.
Fair.
Right.
So, but you can guess from the where it's sticking out of Karma that it came from across the mountain pass.
So can he scale up here where he could see?
Yeah, sure.
So he's going to hop up there and look for the culprit.
So you see two.
Now,
From where you're at, you can barely see one behind a tree, and you can see one up on a cliff.
He's going to assume from the elevated position it may be the one up on the cliff.
Mm.
I can only see one guy right now.
Yeah, the other one is mostly obscured by a tree from where you're standing.
Okay, so from up there, is he more or less than 60 feet away from this guy?
Let's see. He is 50 feet away.
Okay, so he is going to turn to him and he's just going to narrow his eyes, and he is bristling with anger as he points, and he's just going to say something along the lines of, "You pick on someone your own size, you son of a bitch," and cast vicious mockery in his direction. I need a wisdom save.
Nice, nice. Okay. Wisdom save. That's 3.
A 3. So he's going to take 4 psychic damage, which isn't a whole lot, but he's also got disadvantage on his next attack, I believe.
Yep.
For the end of his next turn. He is then going to turn to Ada,
Mhm.
and just
Mm-hmm.
look over and just, I think we ought to take them down, and hand you another bardic inspiration.
And yeah,
That
Frimlin.
sounded badass. I liked it. Yes. Good.
Frimlin, from where you're standing, you see 2 dead bodies on the ground.
Good.
From where Ada's shatter just knocked them off the cliff and
No
instantly
idea what
killed
you're
them.
talking about. Didn't do anything,
Excellent.
and
Well-
that's Ada's plan for when she's finished with this chap.
And yeah, it is Bandit Captain's turn. Once again, he clearly sees that Ada is the one doing the most damage. He's managed to parry the elf's attacks so far, so...
Yeah, in melee, she's the only one who's hurt him, so yeah.
Yeah. So, first one is a 22 to hit.
Does. Even manages to get past the shield. Yep.
Nice. So
Also, climbing ninja, what the hell? This climbing ninja puts up in Discord this, hey, look, you made me get fish and chips, you monsters, it's your fault. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Not impressed, because I'm all hungry and only vaguely sober, and that's not okay.
I feel you. I am starting to get hungry, but yeah.
Stop, honestly. Alright.
Did I roll damage? I did not. So he managed to untangle himself from his own limbs, and
How
does
much? What am I taking?
6 slashing damage on the first one.
You fiend! Which I half to 3 because I'm raging.
Yes. So, and then he grins and tries to do it again, but that's a 12.
Honestly, she doesn't say anything. The sword comes up into her side, just beneath the ribs.
Yeah.
And he smiles at her and looks up into her face, and she smiles back.
Oh, okay, that's spooky.
It's like their faces are quite close together. He's like, "Haha, I got you." Looks up and like, "I got you," and she's like, "Yeah, you got me. Good job."
He tries to bring the dagger up the other side and just gets caught in clothing. It's like, no.
Yeah. Oh no, she's upset now.
Yeah. And you see the smile falling from his face, and it's like, uh-oh. As it's Ada's turn now.
He's going to be on the receiving end of 2 hand axe attacks.
Yep.
That's a fun. That's a really enjoyable phrase. A hand axe attack.
Absolutely.
23 to hit,
That-
followed by a natural 1. But the first one's pretty good.
Yep.
Can I add Can I add it to damage? Because rolling a 1 for damage fucking sucks.
Hang on a second.
That I don't know if
Bardic
it's only 7
inspiration?
bardic inspiration I can add to.
I
yeah.
put it in our group chat.
Yes.
What you can do with it.
Yes, you can.
So I can't. Oh.
Yeah, you can.
I? Because it's only some.
The next time the creature hits with an attack before the end of that turn, the attack deals extra damage equal to the number rolled on the Bardic Inspiration die.
Fair.
So you can deal
but
extra
I haven't
damage.
But I haven't disengaged or dashed.
No,
You don't need to.
you don't need to.
Okay.
You can
All right,
choose.
splendid. I will add a d6 to my damage. I'm not going to fight it. I just don't want to be cheating, you know?
Yeah.
There we are. All right. And a 3. There we are. 7 plus 2, 9. Ha 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 ha. Ada faints. So this actually, she would actually have done it deliberately. Ha ha ha. She, she brings up the first one and slashes across his chest, and he dodges backwards. He's like, ha ha. No, you can't catch me. And she's like, you fell into my trap, you fool. And then brings the big one down on his shoulder and cops him in the shoulder, like in the clavicle.
Nice.
And she's like, you did exactly what I wanted. Well done, you hit me. And she hasn't said a word. There is just eye-to-eye contact.
I love that.
Her gleaming ruby red eyes are just, I'm having you. You're going to be delicious.
Nice. Let's see. Can
I
this...
do not move. I could, but I'm not gonna.
Okay. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. I'm so sorry, Frimlin. And Carl.
If that was Mr. Shooty McShootface, don't forget that he's got disadvantage.
No, this was the other one. Shooty McShootface.
Okay.
I think. Let me double check that. Yeah, this was the other one. So that's a crit.
Sorry.
Shooty McShootface. Yes. So we run
I
with.
was laughing at the, oh, that's gonna hurt, and I
Yes.
was in the process of taking a sip from my drink.
Yeah, considering that Ada is a lot hidden.
I'm just gonna mute. I'm just gonna mute myself for a moment. While I recover.
Oh no.
And yeah, we run with brutals on this channel, so this is gonna hurt a lot.
I've got 25 hit points.
Yeah, he's not shooting
gotta die.
Frimlin.
Oh. Oh fuck.
Yeah, you see the crossbow bolt fly past your face, Frimlin, and it lands straight in Karma's neck.
Karma?
And Karma just lets out a and you hear in your head, Frimlin, hurt, as he goes down on
Karma?
his knees. He's still up, but he is bleeding profusely from the back of his neck.
Ooh.
That's sad for him. I feel really bad.
Ooh.
And the guy cheers. You can hear it from across the pass. It's like, yes! And
Ooh.
it's Karma's turn.
Boy.
And yeah, he's not in melee range with the captain because his tongue has a 10-foot reach. So he's just gonna crawl out and behind Ada. And he's going to... Is he going to attack? No, he's gonna crawl away. And just lay
Is
down.
Frimlin okay? Is Karma okay?
He's bleeding a lot.
Oh no.
Because he copped the crit.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought Frimlin did.
No.
Sorry, I was busy coughing in the kitchen.
Ooh.
Yeah, sorry, no.
Okay.
Karma copped the crit
I mean,
hit.
he could attack and then fuck off. I don't know. Just saying.
Yeah, no, I rolled for it. He's
No,
like,
fair enough.
he's
Yeah.
just thinking on adrenaline right now. Because he's really badly hurt. You see
Frimlin
it.
would like to rage, but he doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So as Karma crawls
Ada
away.
goes into double rage.
Let's see. That guy rolls with disadvantage. Oof.
And it looks like I've actually picked the wrong healing spell. Whoops.
Yeah. Frimlin, you hear a thunk next to your head as a crossbow bolt lands in the tree that you're standing next to.
Ooh.
And the guy on the cliff just takes a few steps back and crouches down. He doesn't hide because he doesn't have that, but he's just making himself smaller as it is Trakian's turn.
Hit him! Smite him!
Let's see.
Earn your place among us.
Let's see. Can you hit this time? No.
Come on, Dragon.
Once again, the longsword comes out, swings, and you hear a clank as it hits the bandit's side. And but he hasn't
doesn't even
used.
block it this time.
No, he hasn't used enough force to cut into through the armor. Because I think he uses leather armor. Let's see. Is it leather armor? Let me check. Studded leather, yeah. So the sword clanks against one of the studs. But he hasn't used enough force to get through the leather.
There.
And Frimlin, you're up.
Frimlin is torn at the moment. He sees his best friend in the whole world, the creature that he has bonded to basically since birth, take an arrow to the neck. He doesn't
I'm
know
fine.
if this
I see.
wound is. He doesn't know if this wound is fatal or not. But the world goes grey for him for a second, and he looks over at the others. He sort of does a quick glance at the three enemies that he can see. Well, see slightly.
Mhm.
First of all, do any of them look like they are wearing metal?
Let me check. I think... no, all of them are in leather armor. The bandit that Ada and Trakian are fighting has a scimitar and a dagger in his hands.
So...
And
seeing
yeah,
that
the bandit captain has studded leather, so there are metal studs on it.
So, seeing that Frimlin is going to go back down, I think he can move that far.
Yeah.
He is going to touch Karma on the head and cast at first level Cure Wounds, which I thought that I had Healing Word, but for some reason I have Cure Wounds instead. I don't know why. Healing him for 9 damage, just to make sure he's okay.
Yep. Yeah, you see the wound
then...
close around the bolt in his neck, and he looks up at you like, oh, thank you.
And then with his bonus action, he is going to, once again, if you don't already have it, and I don't think you do, give you, Ada, a Bardic Inspiration.
I'm reliably using them.
Yeah. At which point, he is going to move back up as far as he can, probably to behind and between you two. I've got to also roll a d4 for the effect. That's another 2. I haven't taken damage yet, so that bloody spell is still up, and he wouldn't think to take it down at the moment. So once again, I'm going to need a dex save from the pirate. Oh, the
bandit captain.
Okay. Right.
Dex.
Sorry, I thought you meant me.
Dex save. That's a 10.
Okay, so once again, the blossoms that were falling kind of gently as Frimlin has seen his friend hit whip up in a absolute storm, swirling around his head as a bunch of them just squirt water in the bandit captain's face, blinding him for the next round.
Oh, cat. Okay, cool. I like that. Yes.
So he's blinded till the start of our next turn.
Nice. And I just need to grab my D20.
Yep, that's fine. Frimlin is at this point beyond words. He is furious.
Apparently we're using another D20 because I don't know where that went. Cat just yeeted it off my desk. Yeah, so this guy is blind, so that means he disadvantage on attack, right? Or
I believe so.
Let me double check that real quick. So I tend to mess up status effects. Or mix them up. So blinding automatically feels any better. Okay, yeah, so you will have advantage against him, and he will have disadvantage. So he's now trying to attack anyone in front of him. He just swings wildly with the scimitar. That's not gonna hit either way. So that is a 9 to hit Ada.
No.
And
not in any way.
And a 11 to hit Trakian, which doesn't hit. And
that's good.
And let's see, with a dagger. That's not gonna hit any of you either. 13 to hit Ada.
Nope.
So he's just basically flailing with the weapons, and it doesn't hit anyone. Ada, it's your turn, and now you have advantage against this guy.
Oh, amazing. All right. Hand axe.
Sometimes
for
bats can be useful.
23. Or a nat one. So yeah, 23 for the first. And 23 or 24 for the second.
That hits, yes. Both.
So a pair of those. Oh, you fucker. Can you roll? Not. Wow. Okay. So I have for the last 3 hits rolled 1 on my d6.
You've still got a
every time
bardic
I hit him.
inspiration to add.
Well,
if you
I'm
want to
gonna add that
damage.
shit, obviously. Yeah. So that adds 3. So it's 4, 4, 3, and then
2.
rage
2.
damage each time. So another 4. So 4, 4, 4 is 12. 3 is 17.
Oof. Yeah.
Also, I just have to
Ada...
say, I only just noticed that where the 2 other guys are, it makes the area there look like some kind of weird animal.
It does, yes. They look like eyes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
It's the little rock on the bottom
Yes.
that makes it look like a mouth. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now you can't
Don't worry,
unsee that.
They will be copying a shatter spell in a moment. But yeah.
Yeah. So
Ada's eyes are narrowed and gleaming.
Yeah.
And Ada says, "No, no, no. You focus on me. I am your doom." And she just starts hacking away. Like, he's like, "Oh, she's actually not that dangerous. She's missed me a couple of times." And she goes, "No, no, no, I am." Boom, 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 and just starts wailing on him.
Yeah.
And it's actually, I would like to flavor this, if you don't mind. It's not just 2 hits. This is death by 1,000 cuts.
Oh yes,
just starts hacking away. You see the full force of this brutally strong Dragonborn just start beating down on this guy with 2 hand axes, just one after another, and she's like, "I don't care what you're doing, I will have you." And
yeah, you see a lot of cuts open up on him, and he's bleeding like a lot everywhere. His armor is shredded in places, and
you can always surrender. There's a chance you'll survive. Not a good one.
No. No.
So, yeah, it's the guy who hit Karma's turn, and he is, now that the big Chameleon is not there, he's gonna try and hit Ada. Nope. 11. It hits the ground by her feet.
You'll have to do better than that, boys. And once I'm done with this one, I'm coming for you.
Karma looks around and is, okay.
Frimlin, look after Karma.
Karma staggers up, walks by Frimlin, just gives him a side boop. Like,
oh, the
bonk.
boops.
And,
the boops of the snoots.
And then standing on the edge of where the molasses ended, he's going to try and hit the captain. He's not gonna stand on the other side of Ada this time.
No, fair.
No.
Valid. Stand behind Ada. She is an excellent meat shield. That's the point of her.
And oh, nice. So that is sadly not a crit, but it is clear hit.
Yes, Karma.
You see the
Yes,
tongue come out, just bonking this blinded bandit. Bonking the blinded yeah.
Bonking the blinded bandit.
Oh wait.
Blinded bandit.
Oh wait, I can crit fish because advantage.
Oh no.
That's not a crit.
You could.
Sorry, sadly, that's not a crit, but it
I
does.
like that phrase, though.
Yes, crit fishing. I love that. It is, however, a really good hit.
Yeah.
as the guy roars out in
Finish him.
pain. No, minus. There we go. No, wrong way around. I'm the smart. There we go.
Much
As a
very well.
bruise just blooms out on his face, and he staggers around.
Love it.
It's that guy, and can he hit Ada? Let's see.
Bring it. I'll allow it.
Because you're in half cover as well. Oh, that's a
Oh.
nat 1. You don't even hear
Oh,
the
it's not
bolt. It hits the tree where Frimlin was standing.
Yep.
And it is.
How are you looking, Frimlin? Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Still double
I
digits?
haven't been hit. I haven't been
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you had. Alright, no, that's fine. So we're worried about karma more than anything else.
Nice.
I'm fine.
Okay. So Trakian just got a nat 20.
Yes, Drakian, yes.
And you see him.
The first damage he's done of the game, yes.
Yes. So this time you see eyes narrow, just rage across his face, and just brings the longsword up and just cleaves this bandit from one shoulder down under the ribs on the other side.
Oh!
And it's like,
dead.
Is that the bandit done? Oh,
Yes.
he is!
Yes.
Yes, Trajan, yes.
I didn't even have to roll for that because he had so
No.
little hit points left that the
What?
he had 9 hit points left, and the
okay.
longsword does 1d8 plus 1. So
that's-
just the brutal bit, just I didn't have to roll for that.
Wait, hang on. No, so he had 9 left.
Yes, so
That's the max you could have done.
yeah, but since it's a crit and we use brutals,
Oh, right.
So-
you're using brutals. Right.
Yeah,
I'm with
so-
you, I'm with you. Okay.
yeah, max
That's
and
just
then roll.
automatically you do 10. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
automatically 10 minum damage. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I was like, good. I'm glad that my low rolling wasn't what denied me the kill. Cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
So he would, yeah, a minimum of 10 damage he would have dealt to a guy with 9 left.
nice. And Ada's goes, good, yes. But you've got to channel it. Don't just waste it.
Right. And he takes a deep breath and just channel it.
Good
Okay.
job, though.
2 left.
In fact, actually, what she does is, she, with her left hand, she drops her hand axe that she's holding in her left hand, grabs him by the scruff.
Yeah.
It's like, good, yes, but use it. And her
Right.
eyes are almost, her pupils are pinpricks. She is like clearly like, yes, good, yes, you understand. Use the rage.
Yeah, and you see something click in Trakian's mind. Like, it's obvious, and it's like, right.
Don't let it control you. You control it.
On that note,
Use
Frimlin!
Use the 4 data.
you're up. You just saw this bandit captain get turned into 2 pieces of bandit captain.
Yes. Frimlin
Nice.
doesn't care how far away can he get from the. How close to these guys can he get?
You can get to the tip of the fallen tree.
So here.
Around here.
Okay. How far away am I from them?
So the guy who has quarter cover from you is 25 feet, and the other one is 40 feet.
Okay. And they don't have metal.
No. Well, they had. You can see that they are wearing scimitars, but no metal on them.
So 25 feet, you said?
Yeah.
First things first, he's going to toss a dart at disadvantage for long range at the
Oh, Frimlin, come on. Is that
the
disadvantage?
closest one. I've got to roll again.
Do it again.
Disadvantage.
Do it again. Do that again.
That's
Still
20.
a filthy 20.
20 hits?
Yes, Frimlin.
For 6 damage.
Yes, Frimlin.
Yeah, they
And he
dart makes contact, and you see it hit the neck of the guy, and just a fountain bursts out as he is immediately bloodied.
Oh,
and
no.
then he is going to just narrow his eyes. He can't do another attack because that was ranged, but he is just going to narrow his eyes and sort of smile.
Mhm.
And he's just going to say, "Run."
I like that.
That's very good. That's very upsetting.
Yeah, give me an intimidation roll on that.
Intimidation.
I want this
that's
to not
13.
succeed.
Oh! I rolled a 12.
Oh, shit!
Yeah!
I...
Ada, you're up!
Great. Ada goes... No. Ada, so Ada is standing over the bloodied corpse of the dude she was just beating on. Ada, all of the tension leaves her. You can see, like, Trajan... Look, Ada and Trajan are both in this similar state of, like, heightened rage. And Ada goes, "Use it when you need it." And it just runs, it just drains out of her like water from a drain pipe. And she dashes over to Frimlin, and then she reaches out towards the others with 3 fingers and then brings them up and clicks her fingers and casts Shatter.
Nice.
Excellent.
Okay,
And she says, "We don't want them getting away, Frimlin, darling."
We don't want them to get away. We just want them to run.
what?
I'm going to explain to you why that's the same thing in later. Con save for 12, please.
Yeah,
It's big.
1.
It's big numbers. It's big numbers. No whammies.
No, both fail.
19 damage.
Yeah, with
An
19.
8, a 7, and a 4. That's good numbers.
Yeah,
Ada is still cross. She's not raging, but she is cross.
yeah, with a 19, the guy standing behind the tree just yeet. You just yeet him into the tree on the ground. He's just landing with his side
just sort of,
draped across it.
yeah, just turns into, like, humans shouldn't be that shape.
No. The other guy is launched the other direction, straight into the rock.
Oh no.
So
I'm not sad at all.
Now, small question: what kind of crossbow was he using? Was it a regular? Or...
light crossbow.
Maybe. No.
Damn.
Okay. Why, you don't like light crossbows? What's wrong with light crossbows?
I don't have proficiency with the. Oh, wait, no, I do.
Sounds
don't.
good
I've got
to
a-
me. Oh.
No, I've got proficiency with a hand crossbow. God damn it.
I am, however, proficient with light crossbows, and I might nick it because my longest range cantrip is 15 feet.
Yeah. Well, pick one. There are 2 next to you that
Noted.
once upon a time were humans. There's one draped across the fallen tree, and there's a bandit-shaped mist across one rock.
Mm. Well, without wanting to run your stream for you, Ardan, I think there would be a good place
Yes.
to stop.
Yes. And I forgot to give Frimlin something last week.
Oh.
I just remember the quest reward for from last adventure
What?
is a pretty neat one. So as we are wrapping up here, the combat and all that, we're wrapping it up here. I'm going to give you this thing because it's pretty cool. Let's start this up again as we observe the corpses of what once upon a time were bandits, worshipping Mevronbel, so they would not have given up. They were zealots.
Well, fool them.
Yeah. So the quest reward for the dream scenario was 125 gold pieces, given as thank you from the whole camp, and
Right.
a item I
A whole
found.
bunch of baked goods.
Yes. And an item I found that I thought was pretty cool. It's called the Ring of the Sleepy Beast.
Ooh.
Uh,
Hang on, let me
one.
try and get my
Yep.
gold on because it's being dumb and my puppy is attacking me. Ring of the Sleepy Beast, you say?
Yes, it's called the Ring of the Sleepy Beast. It's a homebrew item that I found while looking for cool magic items. But yeah, it's a Ring of the Sleepy Beast. Once per day, you can use the ring's command word to turn into a Tresim for 1 plus your proficiency bonus hours.
So that's 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
What's a Tresim?
Flying cat.
It's a flying cat.
Excellent. I do not have that on the
No.
thing that I can add, so you may have to add it too.
Yeah, I'll homebrew it for you. And then the ability cannot be used again until you finish a long rest.
Okay, let me just add a wild shape, I guess, to.
I mean, that could work, yeah.
Pretty much.
So while you're a Tresim, you cannot cast spells that rely on your instrument because you can't use it. You don't
So I
have
can't-
opposable thumbs.
I can't caterwaul.
Funny. But you can
I mean, if it's
use...
got vocal components, I'd allow it, but...
Yeah, but if you, like, many bards use their instruments instead of the material components.
Yeah, like
A spellcasting
goblins,
focus.
yeah.
Any do.
So yeah, if it's just vocal, sure, I'll allow it. But anything that uses your instruments to cast, like if you need a material component or a
Or a somatic component.
yeah, or a somatic component, no. Like you could
Yeah.
cast Thunderwave, that would be pretty cool because it's only vocal.
I
But
think that's pretty fucking cool as well, because
Yeah.
technically speaking,
Oh,
with
yeah.
a wild shape, you can't cast anything.
yeah,
Yeah, no, that's amazing. love
Yeah,
this.
that's awesome.
and obviously you
But
can't use weapons or anything like that because no
Yeah,
opposable
I'm
thumbs.
I'm sure I can still like caterwaul a vicious mockery at someone, which is funny. Just
Yeah. That cat is judging me. I don't like that cat.
Yes, and yes,
If you're going to say, hey, if a cat was I don't know, some sort of eldritch horror in real life,
mhm.
and it was your patron, what spell would you get for it being your patron? Obviously, Vicious Mockery
Yes.
would be the spell you get. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is where we're gonna leave this session.